Ladies and gentlemen, I'm feeling a little sick, but welcome back to another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. The only podcast where we try something different every single time. I don't know what it is this week. So, Damo, how you doing today?
Doing good, doing great, man. Another good day. Can't complain.
Eyeglass. Okay.
Eyeglass.
Sage, how you doing today?
I'm doing way better than I was last pod, man. I ain't gonna lie. Mental and physical nerfs this Monday. Much more energetic. Shout out to everybody who was just saying I'm all good and shit like that. But at the end of the day, my bad, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to pod today, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a good time to want to pod today because there's a lot of shit going down.
I feel like mentally and physically, you just have a better immune system than most.
I wouldn't say that. I'm alert. I'm the one up here with allergies and shit and asthma. And
but if you scratch out all that stuff that like is out of your control, the stuff that's in your control.
Yeah, I don't get sick that much. I get sick like once a year, and I think that time I get sick is literally when the weather changes. It's either when it goes from summer to winter or winter to summer.
And that's what I'm saying about you. So yeah. I respect your ability to not get sick, and when you do get sick, it's quick. That's no shot. I'm sick.
I wouldn't tolerate that. I don't know.
Y'all gotta relax. Bezos, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. Doing fantastic.
You would say nasally?
No, I'm not nasally anymore. I'm chilling.
We can hear you.
Okay. This dude is the nasal police. God damn, bro.
Boing,
boing. Hey, if we want to spam emotes chat, spam the shaboing boing emote right now, bro. This is insane.
Chat, don't let Bezos trick y'all. He's been sick for too long. So I wouldn't do anything he does because that's how he got sick.
You would think you'd be concerned if I was sick for too long, right?
I am.
Something more serious.
I am. Before we start, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, all that stuff. Make sure you hit that join button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the community. We got some wagers going on this weekend. We might get into that a little bit later if somebody isn't, scared to put some money on the line. Damn, Jinxie just started and has 63K. God, I literally just watched him go live. That guy's a monster. Before we start, I saw some comments on the pod that said that we all have different audio levels. Did y'all see that?
I didn't.
For the offline
I didn't
shit,
see that one.
Yeah. Well, they said I want to do this. All right. Can everybody get extremely close to their mic, like lips, like touching the mic?
Coming at you live and Let's Keep It a Buck. All right.
Bezos, that's not close enough. That's okay. Say something, Bezos.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
A little bit closer.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Damo.
Bada boom.
All right, Sage.
Bada bing.
All right. I think this is pretty appropriate for the guy that said that we were not on the same level. We will talk with the mics in our mouths for the rest of the podcast just for you.
Aye, Captain. First, we don't dress good enough. Now the equipment ain't good enough. What more do you bastards want? Coming at you live at LKIAB.
DJ radio host.
I'm a heavy breather, chat.
That's what he wants to hear. That's what he wants to hear. I don't know if he heard us from like back here or he I really don't. Somebody said still different levels. Listen, bro, I don't know what to tell y'all at this point. First of all, the All-Star announcements just came in. Let's start there, just because it's fresh on the top of my brain. We got a Shams bomb. Whoa, Shams bomb.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Sham shake? What do we call that?
Arguably the
Sham shake.
I don't know. What the fuck do we call that?
Somebody take my belt off. Arguably the news that I care the least about in the NBA, and I'm being dead serious when I say that. These are the Eastern Star All-Stars, East All-Star starters. Giannis Antetokounmpo won captain. We saw that. Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton, Damian Lillard, and Jason Tatum. Do we have any comments about this right here?
Was Dame top 3 in guard votes in the East?
Apparently, I read that there was like a tie between him and Jalen Brunson, a dead tie with all the votes counted.
I do not believe that.
But the
Recount,
only
that's
reason Dame
crazy.
got it was because of the fan vote.
Yeah.
Wait, so amongst the coaches, it was a tie, and the fan voting set Dame apart.
Yeah. From my understanding.
Politics sound like politics to me. That's crazy.
Klaus one hell of a drug. Look, I said that I had Dame on my All-Star team when we made All-Star picks. I didn't have him starting. Didn't have him starting. I thought you guys were a little over-hating being different, putting him off the All-Star list. But hey, not starting is great. I mean, starting is crazy. Though.
That's the nerds though. Yeah. I blame analytics for that. There's absolutely no way that Dame Lillard should be starting.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even have long-winded take that I usually have. I don't even know what else to say. No, he does not deserve to start. Not at all.
Yeah. In my opinion, Jalen Brunson and Trae Young have had better seasons. And arguably Tyrese Maxey too. And arguably Terry Rozier.
The only thing I have to remark from this, I don't know why they did Tyrese Halliburton like this. This is a terrible picture.
Oh,
I'm new.
That is a terrible ass picture. That was a terrible picture. Who got the best hairline right there? Matter of fact, don't answer that.
I'm about to say, I ain't gonna lie, that's Tatum.
JT, I'm about to say.
This is barbershop talk. It's fine.
Hey.
This is the Western Conference. Can you find out who's not here that the internet is upset about?
This is what I voted for. Yeah,
I'm about to say. I mean, y'all upset is crazy. The only interchangeable one, unironically, is if you wanted to go to Lakers or if you wanted to go shocker and bench LeBron or some shit. But let's just not play stupid. LeBron we're getting benched. If it's debatable, he's on. So
who are they upset about though?
30. I don't even have to check. Who are they mad about? 30. All right, final answer. Lock me in.
It would have to be Curry, right?
It'd be AD.
No, it's Curry.
I thought AD at first too, but then I'm like, there's no way it's AD. Who would they really be mad at? Steph makes sense to be mad about, but
to be mad.
I'm about to say, but the anger is unjustified. I ain't gonna hold you.
I also
y'all
agree.
clipping our shit, huh? Yeah, it's that crap.
Nah, that was the craziest random press of all time. I think that Curry definitely deserves to be in the All-Star game, I should say, but start. I mean, but with narrative boost, SGA's just been trending more. SGA has been the guy that everyone has been focused on. So even in terms of clout, Curry's still more famous than SGA. But in terms of the NBA sphere, the more trendy guy has been SGA. You want to not like that argument? That's you fool. That's not what you want to do. Because in terms of production and what team accomplishments and single season, all that extra shit, SGA's just had a better season thus far. So it's I get he has clout, guys, but he really don't deserve to be here over a guy like SGA and then Luka. My God, I'm sorry. No, not remotely that guy. That's my glorious king.
From my understanding, and I could have fell for this. I could be getting ball sacked right now. Historically speaking, the All-Star game used to be called the reward for winning game. I know that sounds crazy, and I know I'm not. I promise you, I'm not trolling when I say that. It used to be called that, and then they switched the name to be closer to baseball's All-Star game. With that being said, are we rewarding Curry? If it's the history of it is the reward for winning game, I'm not rewarding his black ass. Come on now.
Even if he wasn't trying to reward winning, I'm about to say, even if he wasn't rewarding winning, SGA and Luka have been better than him this year. Noticeably better too. Like not even on 1A, 1B. No, both of them have been better than Steph this year.
And I'm a main person on this podcast in the NBA sphere to say now, if you think Curry, gun to your head, is still a better player, that's truthfully fine. He's one of the greatest players I've ever seen. I'm not mad at anybody that thinks that. I may even agree that he's possibly not top 5 in the West. I probably would definitely say he is. But in terms of him having a better season and being on this list, that's a nasty man's work, guys. That's nasty man's work. again, if anything, you're arguing a push to get Braun out, but then it's like you're gonna start Ant. I think I ain't gonna lie. I think they got it. People don't admit when things are right enough in the NBA sphere. It's not a bad list. I think they got it right. Outside of literally KD versus AD, that's the only contentious thing.
KD versus AD, and then Dame starting. I'm looking at the votings from a week ago. On the East, Dame had a 700,000 lead over over Jalen Brunson. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like the voting from coaches would have to favor Jalen Brunson so heavy to outweigh that voting right there. So
damn, that's tough.
Trey had more votes than Dame too, which I find interesting. But
so the coaches.
Hey, wait a minute. That's fine. That's fine. To argue KD over AD.
Wait a minute. Who are the guards that have more votes than Trae Young? I mean, than Dame Lillard?
Tyrese and Trae Young. This is from a week ago. Tyrese had 2.7 million. Trae had 1.8 million, and Dame had 1.7 million.
All right, Trae got cooked. Because if he had more player votes and then the coach, it sounded like Trae got cooked.
So unless there was a crazy swing over the last 7 days that changed that, but
so you're telling me that they sacrificed Adrian Griffin to get Damian Lillard an All-Star appearance,
and Doc Rivers a bag.
Doc Rivers is a part of it. He got his cut.
There's a slur, I would say. Let's play a little trivia. Who was the first MVP of the first NBA All-Star game?
I didn't study.
Bill Russell?
Bob Pettit?
Did they even have All-Star games back then?
George
Kobe?
George Mikan, out of the guys that y'all named, he was the only one playing. George Mikan is the only one playing.
Shout out to Painter for the 3 months.
Shout out to the 3 months.
So was it George Mikan?
No, it wasn't George Mikan, but he was literally the only one playing that y'all named.
Paul Arizin or some shit?
No, but he was there. He was there. Paul Arizin was there.
Bob Pettit, Bob Cousy?
No, but Bob Cousy was a starter. Same conference as Bob Cousy. Same team as Bob Cousy even.
And not Bill
Tom
Russell?
Heinsohn?
Casey Jones.
John Havlicek?
Sam Jones?
Y'all don't know basketball now.
I don't know basketball.
I don't know
Anything before 2010, told you I'm casual. I'm unapologetic.
It is Ed McCalkey.
I don't even know who that is.
Who the hell is Ed McCall? Oh Lord, old heads.
Basketball legend. That's who the award should be named after. The Ed McCalkey Award. Easy Ed. Easy Ed is his name.
Easy Ed.
Ed and Eddie.
I'm gonna say somebody Ed and Eddie. What the hell? Easy Ed.
Easy Ed. 6'8".
Easy Ed boy. Okay.
6'8", 185, but small forward. So it was a big guy back then. 185. 6'8", 185. Yeah, that couldn't do shit with LeBron.
Wait,
Are they calling him Easy E?
6'8", 185.
Rookie Ingram weight. What the hell?
He was a center forward, actually. Center forward.
Oh, what?
A center forward.
Oh, man.
Center forward.
Victor.
But when I say competition matters in these conversations, no one wants to talk. But you got Macaulay Culkin, 6'8", 185 center forward. All right, buddy.
That sounds like Bobo.
Who was
You're
winning?
not wrong.
Who's winning?
No, I was just saying to Damo's point. I'm like, nah, who was winning? It doesn't matter.
All right, let's get into some more silly stuff before we get into the meat and the potatoes. For real. You know what's crazy? I don't know if I like what Cruz put in there just yet.
Oh,
yeah, and not saying
Wordle territory. Watch out.
Oh, I definitely know what I want to show. Duh.
The moment we start openly saying we don't like topics, hot seat.
No.
yeah.
It's not that I don't like the topiks. I just hate them.
Oh,
hot seat.
Hate him?
Yeah, this Sunday live in the Keep It a Buck Discord. Welcome to Core 4
Should Cruz stay on?
I like it a lot. I'm very appreciative.
I did.
Thanks. I miss you.
I miss you too.
I wish that you could be at home with me. You could put it on me. I miss you.
W Rizz.
Does she want to look like a rapper?
He didn't even say anything. That's
Does she want me to look like a rapper? If I had to have a rap name, what would you pick it to be? I like that you called me Tiger Lily last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daddy, am I your baby?
I'm on Wickets.
Yeah. They 14, I think.
The fuck? She lost some aura points, chat.
So this queen, that's on his queen.
Yeah, she lost some aura points.
You shocked she don't got no rizz? Are you surprised?
Daddy, what the fuck was that, bro? Ruby would never.
Hey, not
surprised.
too much.
You'd be surprised what Ruby would do. I promise you, you'd be surprised.
So you don't know the Ruby we're talking about, man.
Shit, you don't know. You don't even know. You don't even know.
If y'all are talking about Rose,
I'm about to say they can't be talking about Rose.
We are.
Yes, we are. Oh, yes, we are.
Uppies.
Ruby.
Uppies.
He did it. Oh, man.
I don't know what's going
Too
on.
much inside joke. Too much inside joke, man.
how do y'all feel about that though?
I mean, girl sound champ, but I mean, wait, why do we see this? That's the real thing. Why the fuck? How did we get this? How? What the hell? Then they get one phone call and we see it? What the hell? Damn,
You know how we seen this. Whoever works at that jail, they seen that. Yo, who got TMZ number? How much they pay Ed last time? Wait till they get a load of this. That's all it is. Niggas is broke. They want their money for real.
They're using OBS.
How do I feel about it? I mean, I'm not surprised to see one of these glorified internet whores with no rizz. I'm not surprised.
Chill. That's being so. Yeah,
she can sing. Come on, man.
Oh, she.
Who is her? I don't know. You know, I'm not tapped into Hollywood. Who is these?
This is Mariah The Scientist. This is
Let me play 30 seconds.
What song does she? Yeah, she does have like a
She was on 21 Savage's last album, the last song.
I still ain't listened to. That's what I'm gonna do today, chat. Tonight on TSO Live, we're gonna play games and listen to that album. Listen to 30 seconds of some random part of the song real quick. Y'all go ahead.
She definitely has a song that you know, because it's like a TikTok-y song or whatever the case may be. But don't get me.
She okay?
I'm about to say, Sage. I don't know what song she's made. I don't know. I didn't know she made music. So
nah, y'all know. It's like a TikTok song. I promise you.
It's
a song on TikTok.
Yeah, I ain't on TikTok enough.
Damo, there was a stretch you was just playing TikTok songs on there though.
That's also
crazy. And you know what's crazy? It wasn't from TikTok. So that's wild.
Where'd you get it from?
It was from playlist.
YouTube Shorts?
Spotify playlist. Spotify playlist, buddy. The most necessary category.
Rap caviar.
She got a voice that I've heard before though. Like I've heard other girls sing like her before.
She does have a.
I'm not saying she can't sing. I'm saying it ain't like, oh shit, yo, she can sing. I've heard
you're better.
I got.
Thank you, black man. Jersey music is not TikTok music. Thank you.
First of all, y'all, come on now. This is disgusting. No, be ready to cut this out, Mark.
That's the only thing I was like, maybe is that. If that's it, then okay.
It's the female like Drew Wells, get ready with me type beat.
Okay.
I don't know if you don't know that song, you don't got no demons on your TL.
You're right. I don't. It's flat out porn.
Oh my god!
On my timeline.
They was doing it to that.
He said, "You're right. We are in hell."
You act like they were doing it.
I don't got no fake demons. I got real demons on my shit. What?
Nah, them don't really be the demons.
Shit. All right.
Name a facially attractive porn star.
Miss Natural. You know what? No, I don't know. No.
I'm kind of cute.
First of all,
Honey Gold.
Let me double check this.
Honey Gold. God, I promise you,
I can't Google it. I can't Google that on there. Let me just make my tab on my phone.
Facially
attractive, Honey Gold, yeah.
Sarah, oh god.
Autumn Falls.
I say, chat. Am I bugging on Honey Gold?
Natural, and I know it, Miss Naturally, yeah.
Well,
just a porn star face.
You said facially attractive, gang. Now we're scaling
Honey
it.
Gold with clothes on.
You can just go on Instagram. Show me wilding on Instagram.
Nah, Chad going a little bit too crazy right now.
If they think
I'm about to say, I ain't never seen Chad move like this. Damn, we look like we got bust down rolling avalanches now. Shit.
If they think that Kira Noir with this Botox and all this other stuff she's got going on in her face is facially attractive,
Chad's beating it to anything at that point. No cap.
Yeah, y'all are vicious.
Shay, I seen 2 Shays already, bro. Come on.
Johnny,
I was looking. All I seen was Gel Buddy, and I'm like, "Who the fuck?" And it was a reply to something. I'm like, "Okay."
Rachel Nichols. All right, we done here, bro. This Jones is this the right Jones? She
said Veronica Rogers 8 times.
Lil D is crazy.
Gang, we got it. You like Veronica Rogers? I swear, those that are like waiting for the basketball. We'll get into
Draymond Green.
We'll get into the basketball in 2 seconds.
Adam 22. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it leaning the plug.
Someone said Adam.
I just wanted to get into 2 more Twittery ass topics before we get
TJ Academics.
You good, yeah. For that topic, I'm just shocked that we see the call. I'm not shocked that girls are corny when they about you. That's always been a thing, right? As the nigga that ain't had a hug since 2nd grade, from what I've seen from the movies and shit. Yeah, they always corny when they like you.
Women are corny, just in general.
Yeah, women do get corny. I ain't gonna lie. But Sage, Chad, don't let him lie to y'all, man. Sage is Mr. Bitches.
This is insane.
The day we start talking about what really happened at DreamCon, Chad, y'all be surprised.
Yo, stop. But nothing happened at DreamCon.
Everything happened.
If anything, I got hold at DreamCon.
That man Sage, legit. I've never
seen number 5. My bad.
Yeah, right. Damn. All right, bro. You couldn't round out the starting 5. This is crazy.
South Carolina.
You got a big 4. Jeez.
Damn, man. I'm that guy. I'm the guy that's so bitchless. Now the joke is I get bitches. God.
At one point in time, we're just walking by these line of people. Somebody stops. Is that DTSO Sage? Got a picture out of nowhere. Some Hinata dressed bitch just threw her panties at him. What the fuck?
I ain't gonna lie.
And we
you look bigger in real life.
That's all she heard. Damn, you do look bigger in person. All you hear, yes, he does. Like that.
Yeah. then you took the S out the pronoun. It was a grown ass man talking about a bigger in real life. Damn, Sage.
I want to take you. All right, last topic before we get into the meat and potatoes. I'm into it now. Gun to your head. You must erase one and all their accomplishments from NBA history.
Oh,
Curry can move, man.
Curry?
Yeah. Me personally? I ain't gonna lie. Curry got some of these niggas playing the worst basketball I've seen in my life. This gonna sound crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You basically asking me, would I get rid of the 3-point Renaissance era or get rid of my favorite player ever? Because I can't get the domino effect of getting rid of Michael Jordan is low-key insane. I ain't gonna lie. You lose a lot changes. You may not even get like out of the big 7-foot only era for real. A lot of shit changes if you cut MJ. I think LeBron, a lot of shit, like that domino effect is crazy as well. So yeah, I think you gotta go Curry or Kobe, and I go Curry here because fuck it. I miss defense, man. I miss the non-tween from 40s, man.
Slow the game down.
Yeah. Nah, there's an easy answer here, Sage. This is where your lack of pre-2010 basketball knowledge comes in, because you would think that Curry spawns are the worst in basketball, but you're wrong, you fool. The worst era of basketball actually are the Jordan-inspired niggas. It don't matter what it is, I'm shooting this. It don't care who is around me, I'm shooting that shot. It's my team, my points. I'm gonna hit the shot. I don't care if it's 1 man, 5 men. I'm gonna hit the shot. I feel like those are way more damaging type of players for a basketball team. So I'm gonna say, get that bald-headed nigga out of here. You're talking about so much will change in the 90s for sure. LeBron James doesn't be unborn because Michael Jordan's not there. All he does is look up Magic Johnson even more. He would just look up the Magic even more, and then Kobe would just be Kobe. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Kobe still had that dog in him. It didn't take Mike to put the dog in him. He just gave him a blueprint to follow. Instead, Kobe would have just became the blueprint. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And then, of course, Steph Curry is my point guard GOAT. I'm not getting rid of him. Ball headed
Curry is a glorious king. He just went up against other glorious kings.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of what's it called? I'm definitely getting rid of LeBron James.
Damn.
You get rid of team hopping. You get rid of
flopping.
Yeah.
You get rid of players start playing defense. No, I'm serious.
You lost me there.
No accountability.
Oh,
point guard stay at 6'3".
Yeah,
Magic was already there.
Yeah, so, but how much did he really influence for real?
Crying, a coach killer. So, I'm getting rid of LeBron James. I don't think this is.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at chat. I done see about 3 people. There ain't no Mike. Kobe just dressed for 2.0.
Yeah. When you were on your rant, people were like, "So you would say Kobe?" Then, to be fair, by Damo's logic, no, he would say Jordan, because if he got rid of Jordan and Kobe doesn't copy Jordan, if he either A copies Clyde Drexler or B just does shit his own way, he probably doesn't essentially rebirth that mindset into the future generation. So the first domino would be Jordan. So by Damo's logic, Kobe's untouchable. Now, is that the right logic to have? Comment below.
Baby, you don't have to try to read my mind, because you
don't
know
ask Rashard McCants. He'll just like, yo, why is Kobe and Jordan even on here? Like, let's not even.
Yeah, we separate them two, and we'll take it from Steph and
Steph, Bron, Kareem, and like Tim Duncan. Like, all right.
I don't give a fuck about all that analytics room basketball.
Oh my god! So Jokic, the answer is Nikola Jokic.
Get these nerds out of here. The answer is
nerds out here. We ain't ever cared about points per game until the Serbian came to the league. All right, bro.
They get real xenophobic. They get real xenophobic and real like old world real quick. It's funny as hell. No one remember. Like I'm mad how we just glossed over the era of Rashard McCants telling that woman to her face, "Could never be me." You think it was me? You played 5 years overseas, bitch. You ain't me. What?
When was that?
Let it slide. You didn't remember that? You ain't see that clip of him going back and forth? Yes, him going back and forth.
I think it was over the the taking the ring thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh damn, I haven't seen that.
No, you definitely have. You definitely have. It was about the championship. I think we seen that on the pod. It was about the championship for like 30 mil or some shit, or like 300 mil, whatever that was.
Yeah.
And during that, he was going.
Started blinking. He got real bitch getting there and make me a sandwich ish about it. Kind of crazy.
Oh my god.
Well, why isn't she making you a sandwich?
Because she's hooping. That's why she's playing professional basketball.
Only because he's not hungry.
The only basket that I need her to get is the waste basket after she throws away that paper towel. Okay. Shit. Stop, Sage.
Basket of meat.
What?
In the grocery store.
Basket of meat in the grocery store.
So's been tripping all day today, dog. I can only tell y'all this man been tripping all day, bro.
Oh my god.
So's got meat on his mind. I don't. Damn.
What?
Y'all remember last time we played Family Feud?
God.
Penis.
No, reacting to Family Feud is hidden sauce, bro. That's all I say. Them shits be funny as hell.
It would be crazy if I threw up on a power right now. All right.
Excuse me? You okay?
Yeah.
Are you
good? Yeah. I did gloss over that because I opened my laptop, but are you straight, bro?
Let's get into the real meat and potatoes, man.
Okay.
Mark, so the first clip really starts. You are using your coach as a scapegoat for your bad decision-making management. All right. Fuck is the bomb?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That was the wrong thing. So another coach off the board, the Washington Wizards fired Wes Unseld Jr. What are they, 3-40 Washington Wizards? They're
like 7 and something.
The 1-60 Washington Wizards decided that the coach was the issue. Yeah, they're 7-36. They fired their coach. And so we're seeing this theme go around the NBA. It's about that time for coaches to get fired. So I had our producer crews do some deep digging, some deep diving. He's got it written out. An article written in 2018 forewarned us about coaching changes during the season. The guy who wrote the article detailed every coaching change that happened during the middle 60 games of a season after the first 10 before the last 10. I judged 37 of the 152 changes that to have been successful and made a difference in the team and the franchise. The overwhelming majority of the changes did not seem to matter. 37 of 152. The smashing success includes firing Stan Van Gundy for Pat Riley in 06, the 2015 Cavs, and even the season where D'Antoni went 20 to 40, but changed the course after the Suns for the Suns. Like he changed the course of history for the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
There's another article reporting the same findings, claiming coaches given a chance to coach longer has a better chance of winning. The evidence is clear. Long-tenured head coaches have historically outperformed their shorter tenure counterparts. This analysis has shown that player performance, team performance, and coaching performance all improve as a coach's tenure stretches out. Why do we think? Because we've seen some questionable firings, the backslide to Doc Rivers from Adrian Griffin, the Wes Unseld Jr. right now. Why do we think that this happens in these organizations? What do y'all think that they plan to accomplish here?
Because they're trying to find a scapegoat, and they can't blame the players because it's a players' league. And as a GM, you're not gonna blame yourself. So it sounds like the first domino that you can just kick off the team would be the coach. It's the coach's fault. It's rotations. We gave him the talent. He just doesn't know how to utilize it. Like, it's very, very easy to pull off that card. And just in general, at this point, players are bigger investments than players. It's unfortunate because I feel like a lot of the recent firings have primarily been due to like coaches being hired at the wrong times in their careers and like being put like crazy expectations for people who don't have the resume to have those expectations put on them. But for me, that's primarily it.
Coach is easily the odd man out, considering a loss. Like, even just thinking about it, outside of just like, I mean, granted, you still have to be in a basketball track of thought, but let's say we lose a game, right? There's 5 players on the court, 5 on the bench, and obviously the reserve niggas. But let's say there's a 10-man rotation, right? Those 10 players, unless they really are going to look at this one guy that shot 1 of 15, they're going to be like, yo, coach was drawing up that bullshit. That's why we lost. Then you got the GM. The GM's going to be like, I put a good enough roster. Coach couldn't fucking know how to use them. Then you got the other coaches. They're like, just saying, I do better. I'm just saying, you know, give me a raise and I get this team sailing. So the head coach is definitely the odd man out when a franchise is failing. Most of the time, a lot of these coaches that give these second, third, fourth, fifth chances are literally either A, hired for the purpose of a rebuild, or B, they've already proven that they can win games. And at this point, it's like, all right, well, it got to be somebody else. The coach has to prove so much to have a stable job nowadays. And that's kind of tough.
Yeah, I don't want to, I guess, retweet everything everybody's saying. I kind of agree with a lot of stuff. Just, yeah, man, these teams is scapegoat coaches. Scapegoat coaches. Tell us all the time. Is it unfair? Hell yeah. Am I surprised? Nah, man. Accountability is something that's very uncommon when it comes to NBA front offices. They never take they never are accountable for the actions they have and decisions they make. They rather just point fingers. And you know it gets nasty when it does get to the point of, all right, well, now it's time to blame the players. That's how you know you really have a terrible organization. But I don't think this is I'm not gonna say this wasn't a scapegoat. From everything I've heard, this nigga in Milwaukee really is that bad. This coach really was that awful. So do I feel bad for him necessarily losing his job? No.
Who did you hear that from, though?
Bucks fans, and just looking at that situation and seeing the stuff that Bucks fans and people that watch the team and just how the situation has been handled and things not make sense. Again, the assistant coach quitting right before the season was a red flag. With no hesitation, no heads up, just out of nowhere overnight. Just wake up one morning. Yeah, no, I'm not doing this. That was the first red flag. I figured they would wait until the end of the season because we had that conversation about switching coaches middle of the season. Who are you going to get? You're just going to get a Doc Rivers, Mark Jackson, Mike D'Antoni. Like, there's no real new coaches that are going to come in. You're going to have to get one of the big names that people usually throw out there that have failed routinely. They routinely fail everywhere. And that's what they did. I do think it's very nasty that Doc Rivers was his consultant, and that was the guy that he was basically his big homie, and his big homie took his job. That's nasty work.
Well, that shit.
We'll get. I don't want to super beat down the point about Adrian Griffin and stuff like that. I just want to stay pretty broad on coaching because we've covered that. It was nasty. We'll get more details as it come out. But what you said about the fans, though, Damo, is my actual concern. So I'm on the thing, the Twitter, with the rest of us, and I'm actually in Rockets Twitter. This is Brado, from Houston Sports. Seeing some fans call for Ime Udoka to be fired after what we just witnessed the past 3 seasons is comedy. And if that's not enough, look at how players speak about Udoka. Nothing but extremely high praise. He'll make mistakes. He's human, but calling for him to be fired is insane. So somebody in the comments, I don't know, it was either in the comments or the quote tweets was like, people aren't really calling for Ime to be fired, right? Brad responds, it's enough. Trust me. So just if you want to go look. So I looked. Sure enough, there are like 50,000, 11 million tweets. Hey, at Houston Rockets, fire Ime Udoka. Fire Ime. He's a bad coach. He's a bad coach. And I've been doing some other, research throughout this week, trying to figure out how people gauge coaches and who they feel is good and who they feel is bad and why they feel this way or blah, 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 blah. And I've come to a consensus. And I might be on the side of the players with this one. So hear me. NBA fans, shut the hell up. Shut the fuck up. Uh-oh. Shut up. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about 90% of the time. You watch the game. A lot of y'all don't even know what the responsibility of a coach is, let alone what makes a good one or a bad one. Because a lot of people would just start to say, "Oh, well, results make a good coach." If not Ime, who's a shitty coach in the league? If Chauncey Billups literally had Steph, AD, LeBron, Jokic, and Kevin Durant on one team and he was winning, would we say he's a good coach because we're winning? I truly feel that people would say stupid stuff like that, but it's because they have no clue what a coach is supposed to do. They have no clue what a coach is supposed to do at all.
Yeah, they weren't complaining about Steve Nash until they started losing.
So they weren't complaining about Steve Kerr until they started losing.
Yeah, very true. A lot of people, honestly, especially fans of teams, like genuine fans of teams, not people who are player fans, they just start not liking coaches when they disagree with the decisions the coaches make or the decisions deemed coaches' decisions. That's when they start saying the guy can coach. When that one young guy or that one vet who you feel is an X factor or you feel is great isn't getting adequate time, he's not being used the way you see fit, that's when you, at Rockets, hey, man, we drafted him number 2. Why is he in the G League? This coach sucks. Get him out of here. At Rockets, nah, man, in the fourth quarter, 6:58, why is Jalen Green coming out the court? That's our guy. Nah, it has to be the coach. Coach has to be awful. That's really what it stems from a lot of the times.
I'll even go as far as to say that when we talk about fans potentially not knowing shit, and obviously I'm a fan of the NBA, so I am talking about myself here as well. There's even whenever we have the conversation of, okay, what other fucking coach do you hire? Most of the time there truly is answers. You just have to study these franchises and see who gets hired when. You can track when an assistant coach is hired and then, oh shit, now bro right here is playing defense. Now this guy got a jump shot. Then he goes to a different team. There's hidden moves. It's all trackable. It's all even on your holy grail of basketball reference. Even these things are trackable. Unfortunately, I'll concede it's very difficult. It's a step out. It's going to page 3 on your Google search versus page 1. So a lot of people don't end up doing these things. And as a result, it's a little like a fuck you to a lot of people that still want to speak on the topic of coaching. But ultimately, the answers are out there. People just don't do that extra research. And I'm going to say before y'all type away, yeah, I'm part of the problem sometimes. The last time I went as far as to see how good an assistant coach did was whenever my teams down terrible series was with the Timberwolves, and that was at least 2 years ago. So I haven't done that myself in a long time.
What was the point? My bad, I just missed it.
I was just saying that because Omar was basically the idea that fans need to stop talking. Damo basically retweeted it for a different reasoning, and what I literally just said was yeah, it's true. To be fair, harsh, but even these things are researchable, basically. I hope I explained that well.
I'm gonna drop the Q&A link real quick because I have a question just for the chat and for people on stage, even us four. What do NBA coaches do? If somebody said what the role of like a good NBA coach is, what does the NBA coach do? But before we do that, I want to play this video from our friend of the show, family of the show, Gilbert Arenas and Unc.
You ever heard of consulting?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what consulting is? Right. when you asking somebody to give you advice on something, right? Yeah, Bucks, I don't think Adrian's getting it done right now. I think we should replace him. With who? With who, Doc? Me. I'm the guy, right? I'm your consultant. I know what knows best. Like me, I want to consult for Club Shay Shay.
Right.
Right? I want to yeah. Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. I think we need with a person by the name of Gilbert, right? Your chatty be like, hell no.
Right. Is that what Doc was doing?
Hell yeah, that's what Doc was doing. That dirty mackin' ass man. Come on, Gil. That man dirty mac everybody.
Damn.
Everybody.
That's tough.
But here's the thing, though. Gil,
here's the thing, Gil.
I know you're a great player, but this is not a good look for Giannis. I mean, J. Kidd got gone, Budenholzer got gone, Adrian Griffin got gone. I mean, damn. And it's being reported that he changed plays and refused to sub out. Well, if the thing is, if the players have lost respect for the coach, we got to go. Whether it's 10 games, 15 games, 5 games, it doesn't matter. If the players don't have respect for you, you got to go.
Wait, hold on. With all due fairness, it was Monday.
Right.
Right? Embiid out that motherfucker was 70.
Right.
We going at the same time. He got what? His brother probably telling me Embiid got 55. Adrian talking about sub. He like, hell no.
Right.
This is Monday.
Right.
I'm not subbing out on Monday. Nobody's subbing out on Monday. What Embiid was doing over there, I'm not subbing for nobody right now.
Oh shit!
Got 70 with the coach that Giannis didn't want. Crazy.
Damn.
That could have been 70, Giannis.
Let's bring some people up.
How many years has Giannis been in the league though? Because he named 4 coaches, but I don't think it's the worst
one was
thing.
nasty. The Jason Kidd one was a nasty one to bring up because Giannis has even like went out and talked about how much he loved Jason Kidd, and we can say, oh, he's lying to save face, but Jason Kidd literally was trying to have that nigga at point guard, and Giannis was flourishing playing under Jason Kidd.
We're going on the level.
Giannis said he loved Adrian Griffin.
Did he say he loved Adrian Griffin?
He did say that.
He said, I love that guy.
Giannis, never mind. All right, Giannis, you're up.
Oh, Giannis. Yo, this nigga's sick.
Hold on, let me before you speak, C-Rob, before you speak, let me I got it right here. He said that's my guy.
He didn't have a good relationship with Griff. False. I love the guy. I invited him to my wedding. I talked with him. I was coached by him, and we did very, very, very well.
That's his guy.
I'll say this. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I can't hear between the lines. That nigga's lying through his teeth. I invited him to my wedding. Like, how couldn't I like him? Get the fuck out of here. Nigga's a liar. Giannis, I'm on you, buddy.
What do you want him to say? Like, this is just a false narrative. How can you make this up? And I know Chad is going to tell me I'm wrong because they are Thanasis Antetokounmpo. So,
before he speaks, I just want to say Shannon was a little dishonest there. Not factually speaking, he's correct, but Larry Drew, I'm not going to count. Dick move. It was his rookie season. They won 15 games. I'm not going to say that's Giannis going through a coach. Larry Drew probably was never the answer to begin with. And then they also had somebody fill in when Kid was let go. Joe Prunty, whoever the fuck. Yeah, they had him fill in as well. So if you wanted to slice it to 5, even technically you could do that. But no, it's been 3. It's been Adrian Griffin, Jason Kidd, and Mike Budenholzer, to me at least.
C-Rod, what is a good coach? Or what is a coach supposed to do?
I feel like a coach is like an adapter. Like, they already had plays drawn up. So, like, when they can see, like, it's not working, they adapt to a new thing to help them win the game, basically.
Okay. And a good coach is somebody who changes plays when stuff.
And it helps them go in the right direction.
Have you ever played sports?
Yeah, no, I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
I'm not a watcher.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Damo, you've played sports.
See.
Y'all have had game plans, stuff like that. How outrageous do you think it would be for your coach to say in the middle of a game, change everything we're doing?
Outlandish activities. That'd be crazy. If we game plan something for a team, this is high school sports, so that week or the couple of days leading up to the game, if we get into the game and shit ain't going right, if it just goes to, hey, scrap everything we just talked about. That nigga killing it. Let's I know we ain't practice a 3-2, but something got to be done. 3-2. Just run a 3-2. We're gonna make it work on the fly. That is,
oh man,
that's catastrophic. I ain't gonna lie. That's wild work.
And I'll say from my perspective, I could only imagine because we ran the option offense. If the option wasn't working, for us to just go, fuck it, spread.
Hail Mary. Type shit.
West Coast, bitch. Okay, ready, yeah. And shotgun. That would be that's a crazy concept.
But if they do like not adapt, wouldn't it just be worse for them?
Adapt in different games.
Hey, I don't have an answer. I just wanted to know what you felt. So an
opinion. Okay.
All right, let me get the next person up here. That sounds crazy.
Everybody click the link. I am curious what y'all think a coach is supposed to do. We will answer it before y'all get
Mr. Digalicious. What do you think a coach is supposed to do in the NBA?
Make adjustments. Coach the team, run the plays, understand how to utilize your talent on your team.
Okay. What makes a good coach?
A good coach knows everybody's, limits, knows everybody's role, and isn't trying to, push too far out of those boundaries. You're not gonna be asking like, "Hey, Shaq, let's get you on that wing."
And so you think that there's ever been, because mind you, I don't know if there's ever been an NBA coach who's really taken like I don't know, Roberson, run the one, okay, 40-foot jumpers. So there's never been a coach that I know of that's done something like that. So then,
Sochan at point guard.
Sochan at point guard. Hey, okay. If you want to say Pop is a bad coach, that's perfectly fine. But so what do you think a bad coach is then?
A bad coach is just, a little too laid back, kind of, that Steve Nash situation a little bit where you got KD and Kyrie trying to coach the team. And it's like, to an extent, obviously player input's important, but when you're too laid back and you let the players take over a little too much.
That sound like Phil Jackson, don't it?
I don't know. I'm not caught up on the Phil Jackson lore.
Didn't he coach his teams to be that way though? Like that was the system. Like, hey man, you guys I'm the Zen master. I'm not gonna say much.
But that is saying it's good coaching based off of results. So if you say a bad coach is a laid back coach, and Phil Jackson was a laid back coach, you would say Phil Jackson is a bad coach, right?
I mean, I'm not in that locker room, and I didn't really watch much 90s ball, so.
But so you're not in any locker room though.
Yeah.
So how would you be able to see what a good coach is?
No, I'm just saying, like, from my perspective when I'm watching games.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the next person.
I'll rock with it.
Hey, I just want to know people's thought processes. $.
Yo.
Go
ahead.
No, I was gonna say, what is an NBA coach supposed to do?
I think it has like the main thing that you're responsible for is being able to mesh with your players, understand your players, and understand how to best utilize your players.
What you mean mess with your
players? Like mesh. Yes. I think like when you bring up a Phil Jackson, you talk about he was just kind of the laid back, the Zen master. But given what that roster was, I feel like that was probably the best way to handle that squad.
Is that true? Because Kobe and Shaq literally fought quite often.
Okay, I was okay. Fair enough. I'll give you some aspect of that. Maybe he should have been more of an assertive coach in that scenario, but I was primarily thinking during that prime Jordan run. He's essentially understanding the freedom he needs to give the players, so he gives them that and just tries to put them in the right mindset, essentially. Because
when Jordan was punching teammates,
well, he knew that was just kind of the pecking order. I feel like at that point, when you know your players and that's the pecking order, hey, the players aren't going to overreact, so we can just kind of let it rock. But Chuck was talking about how he completely blames the players. The players essentially gave up on him and how it was a clear thing, how they were doing the circle dance, whatever, last night. And I think that just kind of doubled down on Sage's hard standpoint. Hey, if you lose the locker room, it's cooked.
You know, okay. Well, okay. I don't even have to think. This is all right. Appreciate you, gang.
I feel it.
Let's bring up like 2 more so we can get out of here with this one.
Oh shit, y'all pulled me up. Oh damn, I wasn't expecting that.
Hey man.
So the question was, what does it take to be a coach? For me, I would say it's 3 things.
What does an NBA coach do?
I think it's 3 things. I think 1, you're working with the front office as far as deciding what you need for the roster. Like, if you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's just a bunch of playmakers and you ain't got no rim protectors, you ain't got nothing else, I mean, we need to get some motherfucking rim protectors in here. So you need to work with the front office as well because you got millions of dollars getting moved around. Like, if I could use an example, like LA situation, they need to be better defensively and they need to be able to make shots.
All right, let me ask you this. You would probably say Darvin Ham is a bad coach, right?
No. I don't think he's terrible. I think that the only thing that Darvin struggles with as a coach really is the in-game adjustment once they're in the game and line up. Like, that's it. After that, I mean, he motivates them to like, hey, yo, we need to close out. We need to be doing this. We need to be doing that. If they choose to listen, they choosing not to listen. That's on them.
Okay, let's not go too far down that rabbit hole.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say why I brought that example up is if they don't get the rim protectors or the defenders or the playmakers, are you blaming coaching at that point?
No. Okay, and that's why I say it falls on. That's why I said that would be my first criteria to be a good coach. It's 3.
You're going to
because like the first one would be we need to go to the front office and say, hey, we need rim protection. We need to fix this. If the office is not giving you the things that you need, then I believe, honestly, the coach should speak up and say, yo, these are the guys we have. This is what we have to work with. We happen to run, like, for example, they happen to run AD at the 5. I think AD should be running the 4. I don't know why they keep trying to force AD at the 5 when they know it's not going to work when the competition they just played beat them with AD running the 5. So I don't know in the playoffs last year with Jokic. So why are we going to run AD all year at the 5 if we know when we have to play that team or the team to beat, we can't run him in the 5?
What are the other two things that make a good coach? Or that makes a coach in the NBA?
The other 2 things would be, like I said, in-game adjustments, lineups. You know, that's important because I feel like sometimes, and I guess we can use LA because we have Sage and Damo is a good example. But like, y'all know this more than anybody. There are some lineups he puts out and you're like, you know, we need shooting, but you're running Vando, AD, Bron,
Cam Reddish,
and like Reddish. It's like Reddish isn't making threes. Okay. Russell is a liability on defense.
Damn,
right?
Russell on the court in that example. He just
Well, if you want to use Reeves isn't
no,
like.
Go ahead.
But I'm like, okay, you already know we know this is Lakers fans. Bron's not finna go full-fledged 1,000% game 7. He's saving that for the playoffs. All right. So really, you really got two defenders out there. You got AD and you got Vando. One of them can't shoot, and the other one is literally gonna be asked to, hey, yo, give us 30 and then be the best defender in the court. That's a lot. That's just a bad lineup. It doesn't make sense. And then they won't admit and go to the front office and say, hey, yo, AD, this 5, and this is what AD was trying to tell them. I don't want to play the 5 because I can't play the 5 against all the best bigs in the league. I'm not playing the 5 against Embiid. I'm not playing the 5 against Joker. I'm not playing the 5 every night because it's tasking. You're asking me to be the best defensive player and the best offensive player, and it's not realistic. And it hasn't been realistic, and they keep doing it.
What's number 3? What's number 3? He did get
3 for me would be the interpersonal relationships with the players. Like that becomes important. Can you keep the locker room together? Because there are some guys that they can coach really, really well. I'll give you an example. Bill Belichick is a great example. They can coach. They can get the right players, the right defensive guys in there. They defensive-minded head coach. But they just an asshole. Like, they didn't know other way to put it. You don't want to play with them. Like, that's why I like guys like Mike Tomlin. Like, Mike Tomlin's good. I would say if you look at Mike Tomlin's career as a great example, he sucks with quarterback, right? Like, I think we could say, like, he hasn't picked a good offensive quarterback at all. Like, defensively, all day, every day.
Defensive quarterbacks?
No, I'm saying like defensive. Fuck you, Damo. Defensive players.
That was not in my head. So
defensive players. Like, you got to remember, he drafted the Porter guy that they got this year. He drafted TJ. He got all the guys they got on defense, and that pretty much carries them every year. But on offense, they suck. Like, really, 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 really bad. And they get good draft picks on offense. They have Pickens. They got the Johnson dude. Najee's decent. The Warren dude's decent. He just sucks at quarterback. That's where I say, like, the first part of ownership has to step in and say, hey, yo, this dude that you're trying to pick at quarterback, we're not doing that because that sounds stupid. Pickett is terrible. We need to get this guy, or we need to trade for X guy.
But how, and this is the last question for you. How do you know that it was Tomlin that picked Pickett and not the front office?
Well, okay, that's a great example. For example, Pickett's been there, I feel like Sage and Dama would know. He's been there for 2 years or 3 years.
Dama wouldn't know that.
They've been watching him for like 3 years. So
I know they've been watching him because
2 to 3 years to say, hey, yo, y'all can see about the production on the field. This ain't it.
No, but I'm saying, how do you know that Mike Tomlin originally picked him?
I would say it's hard to say if he picked him or if he didn't. But what he can say is what the production on the field that he's had the last couple years isn't good production. And so you can make a change there. If you see the teams,
I see this is where you were good. You were cooking, Fro. I do agree with a lot of what you said.
Chad was overhating you. He didn't say anything crazy.
They say it was WYAP.
WYAP. Yeah.
I disagree with you there though. Is you could all right? Tell me. Just say Kenny Pickett his ass, and I'll play owner. You play Mike Tomlin. Just say Kenny Pickett his ass.
Kenny Pickett is trash.
Listen, I sunk $20 million into him. You better make him not ass. Get him out of my office.
Give me to the Falcons. Fuck that. I'm not doing this.
Oh my God.
I appreciate you. You had some good talk. I didn't have anything to say. You had some good talking points.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he had pretty good points. Some things I don't agree with entirely, but for the most part, yeah.
He elaborated.
Yeah, I will say, still hands in his pockets got to go though.
All right, get him out of here. Get him out of here. The last thing that I want to say about coaching, and I don't know how y'all will feel about this, and I want to run this by y'all. Because it is a players' league, because we can't hold people accountable for their bad decision making, front office wise. Because I can think of a lot of these teams who made bad decisions front office wise. But their first go to was like, we got to get rid of the coach. I'm gonna say coaches need podcasts.
Nobody's gonna tune in except like one of them coaches, though.
But I
shit, you lying?
Nah, I'm saying this. But compared to a player podcast, like the coach would have to be mad animated on some shit. I'm saying, okay, you making that face. I'm saying the casual viewer sees Paul George, sees Trae Young, sees Jeff Teague. Okay, here's Adrian Griffin's podcast, though. Like they're going to tune into the player pod.
If Mike D'Antoni pulls up with the Mike and Ike podcast, and all it takes is that one clip. You know what? What's crazy is when McHale got fired, I sat there with James Harden. We laughed at it. We were at the
there's gonna be some interesting moments. It's definitely gonna be tier 2. It'd be tier 2.
But mind you, and I think that the way that it's formatted is important. I'm not necessarily looking for a podcast to get a lot of views. I'm not necessarily looking for it to be the best podcast out where the clips are circulating and all this. I think a moment just like this is why coaches need a podcast. If Giannis or if Jaylen Brown can't go left in the playoffs, we can see that. If LeBron can't hit his free throws, we can see that. If Luka is crying to the officials and they're scoring on the other end because he's down there crying on the other end, we can see that. Coaching is like a bunch of speculation. It's a bunch of speculation to me. And so the reason why you have that podcast, not for the likes and the views, honestly, is a way to save face. And it's unprofessional. I know that's why they really don't do it, because they would have to eventually turn and say, yeah, Jeannie Buss told me I had to play so-and-so. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, Paul George was drunk. That's why he was asked. It wasn't nothing about the play calls. I changed the book the day of. He showed up to practice drunk, and we blew the lead. Why you think he hit the side of the backboard? Imagine them shits, bro.
I think it'll come at some point. It's just a lot of the coaches right now are like old as shit. So I feel like when this generation's players and people start coaching, that's when we'll get these coaches podcasts while they're coaching. But
no, actually, no. Yes, yet. I don't know if y'all heard or y'all know, but Cam and Mace got Mark Jackson his own segment, show, whatever.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying Mark Jackson will be the first like actual former NBA coach that's gonna have his own podcast as thing and be able to give that exact insight that we're talking about. And Mark Jackson, from what I've heard, is a very vulgar son of a bitch. So, I mean, he's going to get loose with it. He's going to talk his shit. He's going to get his shit off. I think what we're asking for, we're actually going to see from Mark Jackson.
Yeah. So I think the problem is that they're not going to – they're going to keep it kind of cute, if that makes sense.
They're definitely going to. That's not big.
Because they want a job. At the end of the day, I think podcasting is cool, and maybe when the dollars make sense, but these coaches want jobs. So there's a level of professionalism that like coaches have to keep it before they can just jump out the window and say stuff. Because coaches to me is like middle management, like low key. That may be the best way to equate it. The ownership, GMs, that's the CEO level. The players is like the employee level, and then the coaches are middle management. You know, they can only say but so much publicly. They can only do so much. They can only ask for so much because they're getting the runaround. But then the players are looking at the coach and the fans are looking at the coach is like, what you really don't know is at the tippity top, they're getting screwed over just like everybody else. That's the way I feel.
Yeah. Also as a coach, considering it's a two-way street on a lot of things. And so I said coach is easily the biggest blackballed one. They also would simultaneously be the one that while being able to do the most damage, they also have to like walk the thinnest ice, if that makes sense. Because as a coach, let's say take the troll analogy that I took, that Paul George shows up drunk and that's why we had to change plays and shit. Now, if you're Doc Rivers and you're trying to break that story, do you understand the repercussions of just going out there and saying, oh yeah, this is what happened? Yes, you get the truth out there. Yes, you save face. But now, first of all, you're going to have the peon fans that are going to be frame one. You're just trying to absolve your career because of So that you have to deal with that. But more importantly, now every player that's ever played for you does not trust you. Every single player.
And prospective players. And prospective
players. So, and then on top of that, now imagine if it's the same thing you said, Omar. If Mike Tomlin comes out, yeah, I've been wanted to trade Kenny Pickett. They wouldn't let me. Now the Steelers front office the whole time, they're going to push agendas because one thing people don't talk about is these teams have the ability to push agendas on your ass. So I think there's heavy repercussions with a coach doing it. However, Damo, your point is true. There's a lot of, if I had to say my point about it being tier 2 is wrong, coaches can draw the most damage. They can do the most damage at whatever they can say. I think even more than a player could outside of sheer clout.
I just think, oh, my bad. I was just about to say, I think people just get way too extreme when it comes to their takes in terms of blaming certain situations, because sports and managing teams, and just company management in general, like there's so many moving parts that go into it, from the front office, like we're talking about, to the coaches, to the players. To put a majority of that blame, like when we're talking about like 70-80% of that blame on one person, I just think is like extremely unrealistic when again, like so many people do so many different things. So I'll just bring it to like YouTube, for example. If I'm a YouTuber and I upload a video and it becomes a 10 out of 10 and we try to play this blame game, to blame it all on the editor would be crazy, because there's so many, like, number one, I hired the editor. Number two, who came up with the idea? Number three, title, thumbnail, all these other things that go into it. So, but just imagine, like, on the YouTube side of things, if, like, we were just consistently blaming one employee for our fuck-ups. Like, that'd be crazy.
One subsection of employee, and we keep, hey, we're trying out new thumbnail makers every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We're firing and hiring and firing and hiring and firing thumbnail makers until we eventually get back to Dre. that's all it really be. We just get back to Dre.
I feel like the way y'all looking at it, y'all are talking about it as if Darvin Ham and Nick Nurse are the coaches we're looking at to be on these podcasts and have these conversations like they still need a job. I think the first wave is going to be, like I said, the Mark Jacksons, the guys that are done coaching. It's the guys that know for a fact, I'm not going for another job. I'm not trying to get another job. I need another avenue to get money. Huh?
Who is that?
I think, no cap, if Steven Silas Jr. gets fired this year, I think he's done. I don't think he's going to get another job. I don't think he's going to continue. I don't think he's going to. The assistant coach for the Pistons on the coach staff, he's been assistant coach. He's been a head coach. He's still young enough. He fits that age range, and he's failed enough to where it's like, all right, why do you want this nigga around? I can see. I'm just giving you a coach that can just say, all right, fuck this. I need something else to do because this shit just ain't working. But regardless, just a coach has done. George Karl can come, and you can have two different type of coaches. Mark Jackson is a guy who I feel like he still has a relationship with those Warriors players, so he's not going to drop names. He's just going to drop situations like you see a bunch of former players do when they start their podcast. They still got respect for guys. I'm not going to say who, but when we were in Indiana, hey, one of them guys seen us in the club. I see him do the car swipe. Like that. That's the type of shit you're going to give Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson is going to name names from what happened in the Warriors locker room, but he is going to tell you the truth about what happened. Or you're going to get the George Karl, who's going to be like a Gilbert or Kwame Brown, which I don't fuck with Melo. You want to know what Melo did when he cut his hair? He put it in his spaghetti. That's what he did. He ate his hair before each game. Like George Karl's going to be on some nut shit. You have coaches that will be on nut shit or because they know they're done. George Karl knows he's not coaching again. He doesn't care if Kenyon Martin loses respect for him because Kenyon Martin already don't respect him. He doesn't care if Ty Lawson loses the respect for him because he starts telling stories. George Karl ain't coaching no more. So I feel like Mark Jackson, when he starts, it's going to be a trickle-down effect, just like we've seen with all these player-led podcasts. It's a trickle-down effect. People are going to see it works. Mark Jackson will start talking to other coaching buddies, former coaching buddies, guys who are having that thought like, hey, man, I'm really sick of this. And he's like, listen, what if I told you for around the same you're getting paid now, you could just sit on the camera and talk the shit you want to talk. Boom. And then you're going to have coaches, just like players, choosing to either do this on the side or just choose this as an alternative path, and they're just going to tell their stories, and it's going to be normal.
I don't know. I think, and last thing, we can wrap it from here, but I am just totally tired of the coach scapegoat thing. I
ain't going away, brother. You got to deal with that.
And I'm tired of the lack of accountability because it can be, like Viso said, it can be for sure. But to put it all on this guy when there's 4 seasons in a row where you haven't developed like a passing game, it's 4 seasons in a row where, and I think that's why some of the NBA players are changing up how they do pictures and stuff now. It's 4 seasons in a row where you went to Aruba right after the season. As soon as the season ended, you went right to Aruba, and you never hopped in the gym. And I'm supposed to believe that that's coaching. I'm supposed to believe that that's coaching. So,
comment below your definition of coaching. We kind of scammed you.
This nigga saves excited.
I think blaming coaches too is the new way to just quickly flex that basketball for real. Because I can point out the schematics and what's wrong with the schematics. Just drop. If they didn't run drop, it'd be cooking.
Just coach an elementary team, and now you get that little gateway pass of doing something that they haven't done, and it'll help you in conversations, maybe even more than playing.
Because for a minute, we were just blaming the players. Oh, this motherfucker shot 6 or 18, And at some point, you got to reach that next level of wokeness when it comes to the basketball conversations.
But you know what's crazy about that? Even when you try to play the game of reach that level of wokeness, like, all right, let's take a step beyond what the norm is. Niggas will criticize you if you go too far beyond what they're used to. Again, I bring up, I was pressed about my takes on Darvin Ham, how I feel Darvin Ham is a bad coach. Elaborate. Well, now looking at it, I'm starting to blame the whole front office. You're what? You're blaming who? Everybody? Are you serious? I was called an idiot for not just blaming the coach, for blaming the coaching staff and the front office. Because how am I supposed to know what the front office is doing? Then when I ask, how the fuck do you know what the coach is doing? We can see it every night. Nigga, no, you're watching broadcasters tell you basketball. You're watching on the court, but you don't know what the system is. You're not with Darvin Ham. You're not in the locker room. You can't tell me if Darvin Ham implemented the system or if it was fucking DeMarre Carroll. Then when you tell niggas DeMarre Carroll's on our bench, everyone says the same thing. He is? So you don't even know the coaching staff. Y'all just know one coach. So that's just crazy. Basketball fans are insane people. Their mind, it's like a cult thing. Like, all right, so what are we all doing? The norm is blaming coaches? All right, that's what we're doing. I mean, the norm is blaming players? That's what we're doing. Okay. One step up, because now players are starting to actually talk. And now we know, okay, well, other people are telling them to do stuff. So it's the coach. It's the one coach. We're all just blaming one coach. Not group of coaches, not coaching staffs, not owners, not GMs, presidents of basketball operations, not consultants, nobody. We're just going to blame the coach because we get to see him with his hands in his pockets and he talks post-game.
Yeah, this isn't even the 80s no more. There's like 4 coaches on a bench that all have different responsibilities. So I don't.
We never talk about the trainers too, man.
Team.
Yeah. I don't want to drag.
Drew.
Oh wait, what? Drew. I don't want to drag it, but when we talk NFL every now and then here, NFL fans get bailed out, not sounding like NBA fans, and I've praised NFL fans time and time out, but they get bailed out that the fact that they have a position literally titled head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Because if it was just head coach and a couple other niggas with a clipboard, they'd be sounding stupid too. So I'm not even going to necessarily blame NBA fans more so than the accessibility and the labels of these jobs just aren't pushed enough and aren't easy enough to dissect as a casual fan. I'm gonna be honest, because that would save a lot of the stupid takes. However, we are always of, hey man, if you're gonna speak, do your research. I've always been seen as the hypocrite for that for the past couple of years. But if you're gonna speak on those things, do your Googles, bro.
Let's move on. Let's move on. It's a long clip.
Now, would y'all be mad if I upload a video at 9:15? Because I ain't trying to upload at 11.
And your internet fuck up?
Yeah.
Crazy. This is crazy. Another form of basketball analysis that people are doing right now is they are critiquing the G League, specifically Scoot Henderson.
Oh wow, okay.
And I think this is the most interesting thing in the world. And I think this also goes along with coaching. This is still along those lines. But so I found this thread, and it's not the first time that I've heard this. Some of our YouTube pals have put out a video. This is from some user with a dog in his picture. The fact that Scoot played 2 years with the Ignite and doesn't know basic defense is a wrap for that project. Full stop. That is the entire point of it. I fully believe in the G League as an environment, but the Ignite is a non-functional joke of a program. You simply can't claim you're about building young people, then have the kind of instability they do. With the roster construction they showed this year, with the results they've had until you're ready to make it a minor league for the teams. Get the fuck out of here. Get every team a G League team. All second round picks get minor guaranteed money. Third round for G League contracts. G League no longer has its own draft. It is managed entirely by parent teams. You form cohesive long-term academies where you can draft 17-year-olds and train them. If the G League team is coached in sync with the parent club, and NBA teams start to have teams start to have larger identities as development pathways, you can actually draft these teenagers, bring them along slowly, bounce them up, and down a level as they need, truly make the sport better. It's also a huge way for teams who aren't free agent destinations to have an asset-rich environment as an academy team that develops solid players and gets picks back. It's also the only way to pay for a draftless prospect environment. The only way. Yeah, the sickness is eating my ass.
I'm gonna be honest, and I'm glad Chad said it. Look, I am extremely casual on the sport. That sounds like soccer. that sounds a lot like soccer and baseball, even. Correct me if I'm wrong, Damo, where essentially you have the team that's under, and they you sign like the young prospects and shit, and you basically don't call them up unless they were like literally, all right, he's that superstar guy type shit. It sounds like that.
Baseball.
So if you think it works in those sports, then power to you. If you don't, you don't. But I don't watch the sports. But I just wanted to say it sounds exactly like baseball and soccer there.
I'm about to say it felt more like baseball to me, which I've been on record on this pod saying basketball should adopt the format for developing talent, how baseball does with the minor league stuff. I agree with some of the stuff, other stuff. And I'm double checking right now as we speak to make sure I'm not just chatting. Some of the things that he's talking about just wouldn't make sense. The drafting 17-year-olds for the academy thing, I want to say again, unless the NBA scrapped it because they stole it from LeVar Ball, so they don't need it no more. They already have something like that. The NBA junior NBA leagues. That's essentially what that is. NBA academies like NBA Africa Academy, which is prevalent, and they're getting a bunch of talent that's being talked about in the last couple of drafts. That's already a thing. This isn't something new. You just don't know about it. There are already things implemented in place for that specific thing. Again, I just looked up NBA junior NBA league. It's still a thing. There's still somewhere you can register, still where you can sign up, all that. So it's not scrapped. It's literally still a thing. I'm all for second round picks having minor guarantees to be on G League teams.
Put your lips on the mic.
My fault. But yeah, I'm all for that. Second round picks having guaranteed G League spots. I'm all for every team having their own G League team and it being ran by the parent team. I'm all for that because it will make it. I feel like it'll be more serious in that matter. It needs to be taken more serious. The G League is definitely. I'm wrong. How am I wrong? I literally just looked it up. What the fuck are we talking about? Let me make sure.
Keep going with your point.
That nigga saw you wrong in the pros.
Nah, bro, because niggas is chatting.
I think my main thing about his point, and B Souls one time said this, like, people just have these one-off points and really want to just get them off, but they use something else as like the disguise to get their point off.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, I get it. Scoot hasn't been playing remarkable. The Trailblazers haven't been playing remarkable. Scoot not knowing how to play defense sounds like he also went to college. Like that's what I don't understand. I don't think that I understand that. It sounds like he grew up in a current time American basketball situation where they had I don't even think they played defense in high school basketball at all, for real. No bullshit. They have some zone bullshit or whatever the case may be. When they go to college, it's damn near the same thing. I don't know. I know y'all, the Besos and Sage, don't watch college basketball. Damo watches college basketball. Dog, do you know a college basketball team that has any sort of defensive scheme that resembles an NBA team?
No. Them niggas run zone 99% of the time.
If y'all have ever watched college and high school basketball, it is at the top of the key.
No, high school ain't shit. I know that.
Pass back, pass back, pass back, pass back, and then you just got the big man going from to this side, to this side, showing his hands in the middle at the free throw line. I don't know how you got that. Like, I promise you, that's so bad. They teach defense when you get to the NBA. Every NBA player said that. Yo, when I got to the league, I didn't know how to play defense. I didn't know the tricks of the trade. I didn't know how to get around the screen. Da 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 da. So when I got to the league, they told me that. Why you feel the need to pick on Scoot here specifically for this, I have no clue. And not just because he's my guy. That's just a terrible point to me. To me, that's just a terrible point. That's more excitement on Chauncey Billups than it is, or whoever's running their defense over there, than fucking the G League Ignite. That was stupid.
I think there's valid criticism to the G League Ignite, but I feel like a majority of the critique is just the sample size just isn't big enough. Like give these players more time. Scoot is in his rookie season. He is 19 years old, from my understanding. Give these players more time. Yeah, because when I watched DCam's video, and again, he brought up some decent points, but a majority of it was, this player's in his third year in the league. He hasn't become a star yet. There hasn't been any all-stars that have come from the G League Ignite. But a majority of them are like at max still in their third, fourth year in the league. So, and even that, again, when you're coming into the league at 19, you're still 22, 23. You still got time to develop from there. So
you just don't want. He just doesn't watch basketball. But go ahead, because there's no way he could watch college basketball and say that. there's literally no way.
I was literally gonna say I was hoping this wasn't in response to DKM's whack ass video, because DKM is a friend of the show. I fuck with DKM, but that's a whack ass video. That's a whack, and I'm gonna react to it tomorrow, and I'm gonna say the same shit on my stream. That's a whack ass video, and that's a whack ass concept. And I would ask B-Souls, what are the valid criticisms of the G League Ignite? You said it was strong. What are they?
The main one I agreed with was the fact that the G League Ignite is primarily like a.
He got you. No, go ahead.
Jesus Christ, boing, dude. Oh my God. The main thing I was agreeing with was the fact that the G League Ignite it doesn't instill like, well, number one, I think their coach has never been a head coach before. So if the whole concept of the G League Ignite is to develop young players, and their head coach has never been a head coach for, I think that's the best thing you can do. And number two, the way the G League like runs their not the G League but the way the games are played is more so like a showcase of talent, as opposed to learning how to play within a system and play a role. And then when they get into the NBA and they're not in these star roles and they need to fit into a system, they have trouble adjusting to that said role.
I think
so.
Go ahead.
I would just ask, one, do you feel like the ability to emulate what a pro, I'm not gonna say offense, but a pro situation is? So training, traveling, the mental space of being a pro, do you feel like that works better being on the G League Ignite or being the one and done in college?
About the same.
There's no. Okay.
He said there's no. There
is no difference.
No, there's no difference. There's no way. There's no way that you tell me it's about the same. That's just not true at all. But okay.
Also, another one was playing in high pressure environments. Like in college, there's more packed arenas. There's more pressure within the games, especially if you get into March Madness. But G League Ignite games are primarily like empty. So
I feel like that. Honestly,
again, they're not the strongest points, but I feel like there's some validity to it.
So the guys that are playing in G League Ignite, can I ask, are these are basketball players that never played anywhere in their life except the G League Ignite? Like they just grew up playing in their backyard. So I'm saying high pressure situation. You don't think they play in a high pressure situation high school game where they have to play in an arena for a state game and it was a filled out arena? You don't think that's happened before? These high pressure AAU tournaments?
They definitely have.
So they have played high pressure before, but this 1 year where they're doing it in the G League Ignite, because it's not as high pressure as playing March Madness, that hurts their development? Is that what I'm getting here?
Not necessarily, because again, you don't have to be specifically in March Madness to like do what I'm talking about.
Or a rivalry game, Duke versus Carolina, because I'm not playing in Duke versus Carolina. I just
I mean, again, it's not like an end all be all thing of like, oh, you didn't experience college, you're fucked in the NBA, but there's some validity to it. There's no validity to it at the very least. You don't think so?
Not at all. I think the whole concept of judging these 11 to 12 G League Ignite players for this sample size and comparing them to what 1,000+ players from the one and done system. You're not even using a specific time frame. I gotta watch this video to know what he's talking about. From what I've heard, he didn't specify on a specific time frame, a specific group of people, a specific age range, nothing like that. He just compared these 13 G League Ignite guys that has come out over the last 3 years to the entirety of one and done basketball for college. That's nasty work. That's extreme nasty work. And even when you do look at these G League Ignite guys, Dyson Daniels looked like he went from G League Ignite where he wasn't a star and fit right in playing in the Pelicans. Now, it didn't just happen like that, but it took a year for him to get implemented into the system, and now he's playing well. Now he's playing just fine. Just like a lot of kids when they go to college for 1 year and have that same realization going to the league. That same story for Dyson Daniels happens tenfold for one and done basketball players. A lot of the stuff that's happening for G League Ignite players happened for guys that came from overseas, came from college for one and done, and no one is talking about it, but it's bad. It's a bad look on G League Ignite because they're not doing it. They're not improving guys quick enough. That's wild to me.
Shout out to you for the gifted, by the way.
I just think. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just think, and I'll be quick because obviously I don't watch college nor G League Unite basketball, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna start. But I'll say that I think one of the criticisms of the G League Unite that I don't like that are pretty common is that they either don't necessarily play for anything or that it's not a winning environment. I just challenge people, okay, what is? Because we just pretty much, and I'm deferring to Damo and Omar here. Yeah, yes, there's a tournament, I guess. But if we're gonna act like college basketball is where you really learn how to play winning basketball, I think that's a load of hoopla. I think we all agree on that. Any person that thinks you learn how to get that dog in you, the clutch gene Hall of Fame. I know some players like Cardiac Kemba come to mind, but majority of guys, yeah, they were clutch in high school. They were clutch in college. They're chokers in the NBA. So I just ask, where else is so supreme to where that's a valid criticism? And then when we talk about things such as like well, what did the sample size look like in this and that? First of all, I think we downplay it a little bit. There are some guys that we just haven't coinky-dinky brought up. And then there's some other guys that I think we are coinky-dinky a little too harsh on. Case in point, if I have to name a player that everybody will just cohesively agree he's getting kind of hoed, whether rightfully, wrongfully, but he's not getting an optimal situation, is Jonathan Kuminga, for example. Everybody's sitting there talking about, oh, he should start. Oh, he should be doing this. He should be doing that. He needs more opportunity. And you're probably right. He probably hasn't gotten the full chance to show how truly good he is in Golden State. Jalen Green is another name that I know it's fun to dunk on Jalen Green. I get it. But this is a guy that showed that he's able to score 20 in the league. And it's literally about playing mature basketball. Sounds like a guy that came out of college. But I just challenge when we criticize the G League Ignite. I say this as a college casual. We really talk about what college does so significantly better to where I'm looking at a rookie from college. I'm looking at a rookie from the G League Unite, and I'm seriously going to say, this is what the college will do for you that the G League Ignite doesn't. As I don't think there's a lot of things to say.
It's really not. And even to the people, I'm seeing people in chat talk about the comment on, oh, they're not playing for anything. What the hell did Colin Sexton and Trae Young play for at Oklahoma and Alabama? What did they play for? What is y'all talking about?
For right now? Majority of colleges, chat, don't like. I get Duke pops up, but like that one Wichita State year was kind of crazy. But like, for example,
what did Clay Anthony early learn
on the map recently?
What did Ron Baker learn playing that that brand of basketball. They got to the league and did what with it? Like, what are we when we're talking about guys playing for something? I get it. The guys that go to UNC, Kentucky, these guys that build these units, these one and done units, maybe niggas at a championship. Colin Sexton played a basketball game 3-on-5 because everyone fouled out. What are we talking about? You think that team is competing for a championship?
Well, let me say this: if he's gonna be nasty enough to say like a conference championship too,
I remember that game.
That's just super nasty. I don't think, again, I don't expect a lot of people, and I don't want to sound elitist when I say this, but I'm gonna sound it. I think I watch a lot of basketball. Right now, I got the LSU South Carolina game on. I watch a lot of different versions of basketball, and they are all totally different. Damn near like not even identical in the sport. That's why people call it. Well, people look at it as like, oh, this is college basketball. This is how you're grading college basketball. This is high school basketball. This is how you're grading high school basketball. Blah 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 blah. I think that what people fail to realize just how different it is and what they do. Look at some college basketball right now. Listen to these players talk about the difference from college to pros on any level. Listen to the women talk, listen to the men talk. In college, there are just some unskilled people out there. There's some unskilled people. There's some legacy kids who just happen to be 6'5". There are some kids that were the best at their 1A. A division in high school, so they got a little scholarship or whatever the case may be. But when you have a professional organization like the G League Ignite, no matter how you slice it and dice it, those guys are all talented. And that's what a lot of the players talk about, the difference between going to from college to pro is that everybody's talented. It's not a we'll slack off on her, we'll slack off on him tonight, or we know that this has a weakness. Nah, everybody is talented. I'm looking at some G League stuff right now. This looks very close to an NBA game. Now it's lesser players. There's not a Jaylen Brown out there. There's not a DeAndre Hunter out there. There's not a Jonathan Isaac out there for sure. However, these guys are still more talented than the guys that you will find at Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I want to. I'm sorry, Dumbo. I want to say this before I forget it because I wanted to initially say it as well. Another thing I challenge the people that are. This isn't even necessarily college versus G League Ignite. It's more so why is the G League Ignite seen as a failure or how it's bad or how it's harming the development of people of these players. Sorry. I've seen a lot of people say these things. Again, I ask, where outside of the G League Ignite then do players prepare for guys like LeBron James, Jason Tatum, Nikola Jokic, or okay, that's too far. Where do they prepare for a Tyrese Halliburton, a De'Aaron Fox, or Trae Young? Like where do they prepare for that? There's no there. I think the problem is people see the G League, they know it's 1-to-1 and synonymous with the NBA, and they're like, you know what? You're supposed to be ready out the gate. And this is going back to how we do shit in how we view the game time to time, how rookies like Luka, funny enough, a guy in chat just mentioned Luka, how rookies like Luka, how rookies like Trae Young can even be seen to harm the expectations we have of these younger players because we're expecting, because they play in the G League or because they played in the Euros or because they played at Duke U, that they're supposed to come into the league against players that have been playing this way for 10 years and actually know what they're doing. That's kind of crazy. That is kind of insane, let alone know what they're doing and play optimally. It's actually madness to me. I think if it wasn't called the G League Ignite, if it wasn't supposed to be so attached to the NBA, it probably wouldn't even be this big of a deal.
This is just confirmation bias too. Like the results are what you're looking for. So if Wemby went to the G League right now, would you say that the G League is preparing athletes to be better and we don't need to do this academy system or blah, 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 blah? No, you want the academy system. Just say that. And that's perfectly fine. But to knock the G League, a better league for preparation than, the alternative, I think that's stupid and idiotic. Even that overseas shit. None of those guys that, well, never mind. Let me not even say that. But yeah, I just feel like that's stupid.
I would just say to anybody saying that these college players are playing for something that mean anything, everything like that. What did Carmelo Anthony learn winning that national championship at Syracuse that he carried with him in the NBA? Because it didn't seem like he used any of it at all. It didn't seem like
they ain't never been in
none of it.
tournaments.
Well, hold on now. I'll dispute that point because at Syracuse he was allowed to just jack up every single shot and ISO, and he damn sure carried that into the NBA. Translate, no, because it is so different. That shit is so different that of course it would not translate. But that Syracuse team, Melo took probably like 85% of them shots.
So he did essentially. He was the successful version of Colin Sexton and Trae Young. He went to a school that allowed him to do him so he can get to the league. They just happened to win. Melo was great in college. I'll give it to him. Cool. But again, I don't understand how people are getting behind the idea that the G League Ignite system is flawed or isn't working compared to, again, one and done players in college. That is just nasty to me because I would challenge. And again, I'm going to watch DKM's video for the first time. I'm going to watch this on stream tomorrow and really hear what he had to say because I want to see what it's compared to. Because there's no way you're about to compare these guys who have been playing in the G League for 1 or 2 years on G League Ignite. You compare that to playing 4 years in college to end up like a Jalen Brunson or Mikal Bridges who played 3 years, I want to say, or something like that. Or you don't specify between one and done guys in the G League Ignite and one and done guys in college. And then the sample size matters as well. It's just nasty work. It really is nasty work.
When did the G League Ignite get established?
I think it's 2020. I agree with what everyone's saying, but my devil's advocate question would be: is there a level of results that y'all would look at with the G League Ignite and say, yeah, there's something flawed with the system?
So
like if let's say 8, 9, 10 years down the line, there is still maybe even one star to come out of G League Ignite. Are we gonna look at it and say, all right, there's something wrong? There's something wrong here.
Yeah, so unironically, what I'm actually about to do is I don't know why a person like myself didn't do this immediately. I'm about to actually look up from Jalen Green on what are these top college talents looking like, and we'll see is it like insane clear out classing or whatever, because I'm not pushing an agenda. So I'm gonna be dead honest right now. We have Jalen Suggs, and I'm gonna just look at the top 5-ish picks because if you find a guy in pick 30, I think that's like dishonest. So we have Jalen Suggs, Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley, and Cade Cunningham. Jalen Green was in that draft. In this draft, the following draft, we have Paolo, Chet. I think those two have definitely had their points, so fair enough. Keegan Jabari Smith, was he out of college? I think he was. And Jaden Ivey. Yeah, and then 2023, we have Victor Wembanyama, Brandon Miller, Scoot, and then the Thompson twins. Where did the Thompson twins come from?
OTE.
Okay, so I mean, granted, there are some names for sure. For sure, there's some names dwarfing, but I guess what I need to see in order to call the G League Ignite a failure is if everyone continues to miss. And college, meanwhile, keeps continuing to seem like the only good players out of the draft are all from college. So, like, for example, when I look at 2021, let's just go back there because Jalen Green is a notable one and I don't feel like scrolling. So, like, when I look, if I were to one day look at Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes, Jalen Suggs, and say, yeah, they all dwarf Jalen Green along with Cade Cunningham, well, I think we all fairly agree Cade Cunningham's just significantly better. Then, all right, look, we might be fucking up here. It might be some hidden sauce or whatever the case may be. Maybe we're overhating college coaches, whatever it is. But if at the end of the day, they're all relatively around the same talent level, and it's just a matter of who's producing more at the start of their career, I think that's kind of like a Mickey argument to then say the G League doesn't work. And then plus, we need more players too. We do also need more players. A lot of, like, Dyson Daniels is a solid role player. Jonathan Kuminga is pretty damn good role player. It's just none of them have went high enough in the draft outside of literally Scoot, who we just realized can see, and Jalen Green.
Well, let me piggyback on that real quick because mine is gonna be real quick. At the rate of 3 players a year, Sage is right. At the rate of 3 players coming out of the G League Ignite every single year, it would take 100 years for me to make a determination of that small of a sample size, to be honest with you.
And I would ask, and I just want to ask, and this is for the chat, and anybody that thinks there's a flaw with the G League Ignite system, what flaws are there that aren't there for players that are one and done in at colleges that aren't the big D1 norms, the UCLA, Dukes, this one and done super teams in those situations, the Kentucky systems. If it's not one of those three, so if you're just a D1 player at the University of Miami, you're a D1 player at Indiana, you're a D1 player at Indiana State, you're a D1 player at Wichita State, you're a D1 player at Tulane, Tulsa, somewhere else that isn't just the norm for basketball, but you still can go pro. Those one and done players that do that, what is the flaw that is not there for those guys that is there in the G League Ignite system? That's what I would ask y'all. And if you say nothing, then this is why I'm heated. And this is what I'm mad that this narrative is being formed by the G League Ignite, because it's a phenomenal thing to have another. Well, now that they're doing NIL deals in college, that's kind of, but still, to allow an avenue for kids to not have to go to college, to where they can just go focus on their craft, hone their skills for a year, and then go pro. It's always the option I'm gonna be there for. And to sit there and push these false narratives of how bad of a job they're doing, you niggas is fucking up the bag for these niggas.
That part too. It's also safer to go the G League path, but that's not a debate. That's just you either agree or you just really hate this shit.
I'm pretty sure Ben Simmons would have went the fucking G League Ignite, my nigga. He was all right, bro. I'd have just went and played. Guys that just want to play basketball. Why are we making guys go to college for a year when they're not taking it serious and they're just wasting their time? Let these
Ben did not take LSU seriously at all.
Not one bit.
Not even close.
Made it publicly known too.
Yeah, like I don't get it. Now listen, the other shit I agree with, man. Make the academy system if you wanted to be more like soccer. All that shit sounds sexy. Just leave my boy out of this. We come to your house and dome you, nigga. I'll bone your ass. Ain't that what KD said?
Okay.
Scoot will bone you.
I'm all for I'm definitely all for.
You never seen KD say it?
Nah, I seen him say it, but
bone is just crazy.
Bone is wild.
Is it?
Yeah,
I think so. I would say yes.
Yeah. All the bosses, bone you is definitely beyond the line. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. That's crazy. Because if you're a dog, you're gonna get boned.
Oh man.
Dude,
I thought dogs did the boning. I'm about to say, I thought dogs did the boning.
Unless you're a female one.
Well, he's saying
a bitch one might say.
Hey, yo.
Even the bitches be boning.
Are there lesbian dogs?
I'm
about to say, I know there's gay dogs, so I would assume.
I see a couple of clips.
Name some pit bulls.
Randall will bone your ass right now, nigga.
Dog.
A dog.
Randall. All right, cool.
Brunson will bone your ass right now. Jaylen Brown will bone you.
Name some pit bulls.
Randall will bone your ass right now, nigga.
Dog.
A dog.
Randall. All right, cool.
Brunson will bone your ass right now. Jaylen Brown will bone you.
I thought he said boom. Am I tripping?
Nah.
He said bone.
And he actually wasn't lying though.
He wasn't.
He
I feel like that's such a wild dynamic, those two. Because I feel like KG really be like in real life keeping Paul Pierce in check about his confidence and his ego. Like I really feel like this nigga Paul George, I would have gave him 40. Yo, Lord, he boned you, my nigga. What is you talking? He boned you. What are we talking
been
about?
In practice at teaching how to help Paul when he get beat on the left side. God, stop.
Paul Pierce was not a defender. I don't know why he be doing all that. He would have got dicked. Yeah. He would have legitimately got boned. All right, let me go back into the files and start reaching for stuff. What y'all got? What y'all got for me this week, man?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Let me check my I don't know why I don't be sending chat. I be bookmarking shit.
Mommy, my daddy thing from Mariah The Scientist. That was the biggest thing from this week for me.
I mean, I got one that ain't nobody. Nah.
Tell us about the WWE, Sage.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that's where I was gonna go. I was like, hey man, the Rumble is coming up. It's a lot of stories that I do not care about. You feel me? But I'm not gonna necessarily cook. I know you're talking about Vince.
Come on, bro. Yes, we want to
talking about Vince.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what's going on with that shit, bro.
So,
Let me pull it up.
Supposedly, there was an allegedly, this is from Wrestle Ops. It's not even really anything to talk about here.
So crazy.
A woman who received a payout from WWE boss Vince McMahon has accused McMahon, the company, and a former exec of trafficking in a new lawsuit that raises questions about the breadth of an internal company probe conducted by a law firm last year. Janelle Grant, a former employee at WWE's headquarters, said in the lawsuit filed Thursday that she was abused and exploited by McMahon while he was chief executive. She alleged that McMahon lured her with promises of career advancement and then allegedly exploited her and trafficked her to other men inside the company. The lawsuit filed in Connecticut federal court describes graphic detail, the interactions, blah, 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 blah. I didn't really come to read all this. I came to read y'all the text messages.
Oh God.
The text messages is the juicy part.
There's text messages? Oh God.
All right. This is from Vince McMahon. Following the threesome on May 11, 2020, McMahon sent explicit messages to Miss Grant. I love
in the middle of COVID.
Yeah. I love it. That's you, Janelle. You just can't get enough, can you? In the future, it's going to be so bad that you'll demand to be fucked twice a day and not just with blank in a three-way. Why not let others see the beautiful, voluptuous body and watch you shake uncontrollably when you come? Don't you like it when they shake uncontrollably? They'll go out of their minds. Then I'll find more friends and we'll tie you up so you're helpless. I'll direct them to have their way any way they want. Who can make you scream the loudest? Maybe I'll just line them up and have them squirt in your mouth. Your pussy all over your tits and ass all at the same time. You'll be covered in cum and we'll make you eat it all and taste everybody's cum. The next morning, you'll be a little sore, but you're still going to want more.
Now he Dr. Seuss. Oh, my God.
What I learned this week, man, you think you're a freak till you actually see what freaks are, man. Freak a mink.
I'm going to say, as I'm still a wrestling casual, but as the guy that watches a bit more than you guys, everybody knew Vince was a fucking like I would say this isn't a gotcha. This isn't a hey man. See, this is your. Everyone said, "Whoa, Vince is not a good person." Everyone knew these, man. It's so bad. Nobody talks about how quick Stephanie got the fuck up on out of there. Nobody ever talks about it. Stephanie was right there. You know who left before Vince had to get let go? Stephanie was like, yeah, you know what? I'ma just fall back. I'm gonna let the husband get this shit, man, because this shit better get bad. And man, Vince has, I mean, there's segments on live television of Vince being a bad human being. So I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked when a weirdo does some weird shit. It's just, damn, that was. Oh, shout out to that. It was just like, damn,
I was
really bad.
I was gonna read the second one.
There's a second
one?
There's
a second one?
Oh my God, Moderate, chill.
There's like 40. And the second one is the most explicit. So this will be the last.
A couple 40s?
After threesomes began, McMahon became more sadistic and his fantasies focused on control, such as choking, sensory deprivation, pain, humiliation, and group scenarios. Read your last picture. You need your panties ripped off and 3 big black dicks in all 3 holes at the same time.
He did not write that. He did not write that.
Literally sounds.
White people got big. No, and let me say white people. People have big black dick fantasies, dog. I don't know what to tell you. Big black dick.
I'm sorry, that's not funny, but I'm laughing out of shock, y'all. I am.
This old 50 Shades of Grey freaky frog ass nigga. What the hell?
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
He already did.
Weigh up your pussy and weigh up your ass, and as far as they will go, but even farther. Oh wow. And the thickest cock goes down your throat, so it makes you gag and convulse as those big black cocks pound away. It feels like from the start you're being assaulted, but it's made you come nonstop. Just one continuous constant orgasm. And just before you pass out, those big black dicks squirt their loads of cum inside you. As you lay on your stomach, the cum is coming out of all your holes. I'll turn you over and jack off all over you.
What
the freakiest ones use the word cock, man. God.
I ain't gonna lie. Them Page videos is
You like
making
this
sense
cock,
now.
huh?
Chad, if you know, you know. Them Page videos, is Xavier Woods video makes a lot of fucking sense now. You freaky fucking frog.
You'd be a good writer, though.
This is not a clip, Mark, by the way.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's the yellow of hell. You might as well just day off, my boy. If keep this in the tuck. But yeah, this is a yellow of hell. We ain't getting out of this one.
Boy, let me tell you, that is some.
He used Grammarly.
Yo, this is that nigga nasty. I don't have nothing to say. I am lost for words, honestly.
I really don't know what to say.
He like 95, bro, and still a freak. Crazy.
That nigga is not even just a cuck. That nigga like fantasizes about being a cuck.
Hey, you can
on some racial shit.
If he doing that now, if he like that now, I don't want to know what he was like in the 70s.
Like, I'm aware, like, we ain't gotta play stupid. I'm aware of, like, you know, how some races fetishize others, and black is a lot of the fetishized race. But is it when the man identifies as, you know, not homosexual, you would think he's fetishizing the woman here, but he is really wanting that big black peen to fuck some,
to demolish her. Three of them.
Then he can get this shit on. Like, that is so crazy.
So, he wants all of them to finish so he can finish. Don't sound straight to me.
No, that is.
At some point, the focus of the story becomes too much about the cock, bro. I don't think he's straight.
It was just about cum the whole time.
Yeah.
Skip's gonna come. We're gonna continue. It was literally just
it's like the NSFW dudes that just post like blowjobs. At some point,
I swear to God, I was just about to bring that up. That's like the dudes in NSFW that really be like super descriptive about the blowjob videos they want people to post in there. Like, all right, gang, what are we? Now this isn't good enough. What's good enough then? I don't know. What are we?
You looking at hands?
What are you watching for?
You know,
she only can use one hand. Not good enough. Whoa,
that's just tip work. That's just tip work.
Somebody said read the part about Brock Lesnar. I will not.
Yeah, apparently,
I don't want to know what the part about
according to chat, and that's terrifying. That's actually sad because Brock Lesnar is like that. Now that
one of them ones.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar is really good at the fucking game. Damn, that's actually sad if Brock Lesnar's involved.
Which one?
Sage, which game?
And I don't want to play anymore. I quit.
He does.
I didn't buy that game, man. I didn't upgrade the DLC.
You're the one that said it though, so
I'm still talking about WWE 2K, man. I ain't upgrade. I heard the update had like
he's really good at the fucking.
Did Brock do the doing, or did something happen to Brock?
I heard the update. I heard the update had like orange and black colors. I don't want to update my game. I'm gonna stick right to 2K24, man. Don't worry. Damn, man, Brock. Damn, that's tough. That's very tough.
Are we done talking about the freaking mink or?
Yeah. I mean, go.
All right, bet. I got one. Listen. Since we got, because he didn't respond to it on Twitter like I thought he would. Honestly, none of y'all did. Since we have a real Atlantean up here on stage with us, I need to get specifically Omar's Omar's take on this, but everyone else in general. I feel like we're all we're all good. Listen.
You use Bing?
What? Oh,
Microsoft Edge.
Leave me alone.
Sharing the audio? Why is it echoing?
Nah, that's Explorer.
What you call it? It's last time I had to share the audio. Last time I didn't, it wasn't working. So do I not share the audio?
Yeah, that's Microsoft. That's Explorer.
Oh, man.
Wait, so is it echoing?
You're good.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, we was fucking with you.
All right.
I just never seen anybody use Bing.
Well, I
Edge,
use Bing.
Yeah, it's Edge. Right. Sure.
Fuck you. Anyway, a list of the top 50 Atlanta rappers dropped. And personally, when I looked at this list, I was disgusted.
How long you wrote this list?
I did not write this list. This isn't my list. This is crazy.
That's your handwriting? No.
No, that is not my handwriting. That's actually better than my handwriting. But as you can see, just so you can see, I did not write this list. Daily Loud posted this list. This is someone else's list.
Why do you have them blocked?
Why what?
Why don't you have Daily Loud blocked?
Oh, because they. Why would I? Anyway, they posted top 50 Atlanta rappers, and I just wanted to go over this with you guys and get our residential ATL guys' opinion to see if this is a valid list or invalid list. And then Sage, I know you're into the hip hops. I know Bezos is into the hip hops. I want to see what y'all think too. Right now we got not right now. This list is permanent, but Outkast number 1, T.I. number 2, Future 3, Ludacris 4, 5 Young Thug, Gucci at number 6, 2 Chainz at number 7, Jeezy at 8, Migos 9, Lil Jon 10, 21 Savage 11, Gunna 12, Lil Baby 13, Killer Mike, who I did not know was from Atlanta, 14, Kilo Ali, is that
Deep Cut?
Yeah,
you know who that is?
I don't know who that is. Honestly, I don't know who Kilo Ali is. Saha the Prince, I did not know that he was from Atlanta, at 16. Goody Mob at 17. JID at 18. You can see he scribbled some out, so he revised the list.
He thought about this.
He really
didn't think about that top 5 though. That top 5 was easy.
I think he did this in order from 1 to 50. That's why it's like this. 19. Travis Porter. Okay, that's who that is. I'm having to read this for real.
That left
20 Shawty Low. Man. And it gets wacky over here. What's the space for? I'm sorry. Shawty Low at 20. Young Dro 21. K Camp 22.
Oh, you don't have to read this whole thing. We can read.
I'm sorry.
Yachty at 25.
I'm gonna say audio listeners. My bad. Hey. But yeah. Anyway. Anything glaring about this list? Omar, we'll start with you.
Yeah, go ahead, Atlantean.
It looks like that. I guess they didn't have enough room to put the Charlotte rappers on there, but they only needed just like that bottom right corner to do that. They only needed a sticky note for the Charlotte rappers. So I don't know why they didn't do that.
What does Charlotte rappers have to do with boing, man?
Damn.
Is there anything wrong with the list, Atlanta nigga? Damn, this is crazy.
You got fed up. Look, man. Hey, man, I got you, man. So, as a non-Atlantean, I got a couple family down ATL though. I actually do. True story. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. Glaring.
Is he frozen?
No. He's actually breathing and moving right now. Everything's fine.
He's not blinking though.
He doesn't need to blink yet. He's staring at the nigga till he blinks. I ain't gonna lie. I thought they would.
Oh, I think he actually froze.
Oh shit. Well,
go ahead, man.
Wait, let me see. Did he?
Yeah,
I wasn't even looking.
Stop doxing us, bro. Damn, I feel uncomfortable when you do that. Damn.
Wait,
the whole goddamn screen, bro.
Nah, yeah, you scaring me. First things first. I've just never got the Jeezy hype. I know he probably deserves to be there, but I don't know. It just never was like a young Jeezy guy, you know. So for me, I'd probably change that up. I thought Waka mattered way more to ATL than that. I don't know Atlanta culture, but I thought Waka mattered way more than that. Yachty, I'm not surprised, to be honest. Yeah, he's probably not 25 on my personal list if I had to rank them, but if we're factoring culture, yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Cardi, though, I don't know how Atlanta really fucks with Cardi or not. I genuinely don't, but I would actually not be surprised if they didn't.
I didn't even think Atlanta people qualify Playboy Cardi as
I don't. Yeah, does Atlanta really claim Playboy Cardi like that?
Why wouldn't they?
Okay, so because your power flickered out.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was.
How do you feel about the list? Any changes
you thought you were doing a bit?
Yeah, I did. I didn't even know.
Oh hell no, my shit flickered out. How many lists? How many names on it? Why do you have Google Chrome notifications?
Can you press show all?
Yeah, so's about to get mad, did he?
That just doesn't make, like,
I seen that shit pop up earlier. That's it's tough.
What do you need to be notified about?
Man, can you talk about the list? Talk about the list.
I just really don't. I mean, this is a pretty solid list. This is a solid list. Older gentlemen. Well, actually, this is a more objective list, taking into consideration of like culture and stuff like that. So, this is not a bad list. This is actually a quality list.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was saying. In terms of culture, I'm not surprised by like Yachty at 25, Cardi at 27. But if it was like who makes the best music, then yeah, no, change some shit up.
I'm surprised Playboy Cardi is as high as he is. I'm surprised. Honestly, I didn't even. I don't know why. I should have known Lotto was a Atlanta rapper. B.O.B. on the list is crazy to me. I didn't even realize.
B.O.B. was from it?
I didn't. One, I didn't know he was from Atlanta. Right?
He did the song. Bruno Mars.
Crazy. The Bruno Mars guys are crazy. I didn't realize he was from Atlanta, and I didn't realize niggas still remembered him to put him on this list. I figured you could come up with 50 names and get like to 51, then get to B.O.B. That's kind of crazy.
I thought Walker mattered more than like JID though.
But doesn't that? But
Atlanta,
aren't you taking out the historical context? If you just I can name 50 guys, you can name 50 guys from Atlanta. But
I thought it would historically be 50 guys that were better or peaked higher than B.O.B. Maybe I'm wrong, and I know B.O.B. was big, but I thought there was a lot of big artists from Atlanta.
Charlotte.
Why would I do it for Charlotte Omar?
Well, I mean, you from Charlotte, you know about Charlotte rap.
I probably wouldn't come up with a 50. I couldn't even name you 50 Charlotte rappers, Omar.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? All right, bet. Don't ask me shit. I'm all right. There it is. There's my segment. There it is.
I was being
damn. I mean, you got John.
I feel like, yeah. J. Cole. I feel like
Cole. It's not even Charlotte. That's not even Charlotte though.
I ain't saying shit. No, I'm from Boston, so
yeah, I ain't got too many. I'm only laughing a little bit. I ain't laughing that much.
And I told you.
NF. I thought Boston Richie was from Boston. Wasn't from Boston, and he became a weirdo. So
oh my god!
Damn, I thought we found one, Jack. Yeah.
Boston Richie was from here. He wasn't.
I got really hyped.
And let me say, and he said that if people are gonna say it in the comments, I'm not phoning it in. That was a solid list, though. I honestly didn't have any problems with that list at all. That's not my top. If you want to give my top, Future, it's probably at 1. Okay, Gucci Man is probably at 50.
Damn, you just didn't fuck with bro.
Nah, I mean he was just overrated. No, he's not 50, but he's not as high as people think it is. But
I will say, I thought growing up, I thought he was like way more mainstream than he actually was with how niggas was talking about him.
Definitely.
I didn't realize he was an underground nigga that whole time in the 2000s coming up for it. It's like the end of the 2000s. I thought that nigga been on.
No. It was he was other guy. So you got a topic, man?
Yeah, I actually want to get y'all thoughts on this, man. I know she's not a popular person on the podcast, but have y'all seen the news about the Taylor Swift AI over the last like 24 hours?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, there's this one specific Twitter user who made AI generated photos of Taylor Swift, essentially shaking ass or whatever, like throwing ass, damn near nude. And apparently, number one, the photos went viral, and number two, it has reached Team Swift and the Swiftie camp to the point where Taylor Swift is actually looking to take legal action on this man. And the Swifties are out and really trying to dox dude for real. Like, there was a post out there about, like, yeah, this is where he's from. This is the school he went to. Here's some pictures about him. The only thing we don't have is an actual home address. We're almost there, chat. Like, shit was crazy, man. But, yeah, how do y'all feel about this? Is this the first thing of AI is actually gone too far? Or, you know, general thoughts?
I've been saying AI's gone too far. I've been with it, so.
Niggas is policing, they're policing whatchamajigs, though. What am I trying to say? Art. People have always been offended by art, though. So I'm not like, oh, this is crazy. People have always been offended by and policing art.
But you don't think this is more closely aligned to like the whole deepfake conversation and putting people's faces on essentially porn and that whole dynamic being weird as shit?
If would you say that it's different? And I know somebody's saying that's not art. It depends on who you define it by. If you painted a picture of Beyonce doing something similar, would you go crazy because it's AI because it's a painting, just like you went crazy because it's AI?
If it's Beyonce just spreading her cheeks open, it'd be kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie. And there's like 3 of them.
It'll be equally as weird. It will be for me. It will be equally as weird. It's
photorealistic paintings of her too. Yeah, no.
So why? I mean, because these things exist all over the place. There's fan art of, enhanced boobs and asses and all this stuff that are, hand drawn pictures of these celebrities. Why don't they go crazy over that?
Because maybe it hasn't come across their radar like this. I don't know. Maybe if people started releasing fan drawn anal scenes of, I don't know, Meg Thee Stallion. If it went viral, I'm pretty sure she'd have an issue. But if it doesn't come across their radar, then what do you want them to do?
Yeah, you wouldn't feel violated if it was you in her shoe.
Oh, I'm not saying I wouldn't feel violated. Are you going to take time to go scour the internet? And maybe it's because this one got so big.
Yeah, it's a specific one. It's very easy to spot. So
I was going to say maybe that's the real crux of the issue, is because this one went viral. But there are plenty of other ones just like this.
I ain't gonna cap. This shit been too far. The idea that people are, and granted, it's a fun thing people are doing on YouTube, but fun until it ain't fun no more. People are over here making your favorite artist or your favorite YouTuber sing songs, bro. That's crazy. Like in very much hindsight, them videos are insane, bro. It's like, wow. So just imagine you got that and they just go from singing a song into some other shit. So hey, I should been wild. I don't really even need to detail it any further than that. They should have been wild. This is just another case in point of it.
Fuck Allen Iverson.
Oh, okay. Well,
you just said I've been wild. You just said that.
His handles,
Ice Spice J.
His ball handle's been elite. How about that? Yeah.
Ball handling. Pause.
Yeah, K1 the God in chat is a freak of ink, bro. Yo, what the fuck?
Happened?
He said in chat, have y'all heard the Ice Spice JOI?
What is JOI?
No, I haven't, and you a freaky ass nigga, boy. That's crazy.
Yeah, if you know, you know, man.
Wait, but what's Bezos? What's JOI? What makes it freaky?
If you know, you know, man. Don't worry about it.
But this is an audio experience. You gotta speak.
This is the audio experience. If you know about it, you know how freaky it is.
That nigga said link now. That was funny.
But you can't just put that out there and then not, you know what I'm saying? Get into it.
I just did. There you go.
Okay, so what specifically about JOI is freaky?
The concept of it.
Well, what is it?
Next topic, bro. Next topic. Jeez.
I'm cool. I don't know what it is.
Man, Google's, man.
Google's and searches.
Don't Google that.
Let me look it up.
Microsoft Edge, whatever browser you use.
Ironic.
Nah, niggas on the Microsoft Edge.
Ironic, man.
I looked up JOI, Romanian for Thursday. This is a plant-based milk company.
Nasty milk.
Oh well.
Yeah, freak milk ass milk.
You're not out of the ballpark. It's a company.
Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. There's a singer.
It can be orthopedic.
Which one? Which one am I looking at?
Whatever game you want to play, whatever instructions, tutorial you want to go through. Yeah,
Yeah, I just feel like we're holding the pod back at this point, man. That's just the way I feel.
Well, pods are here. I'm holding it.
Oh my
God. You're good.
No pod, no.
You're good. You're good.
I just feel like we're holding the pod back. Last basketball thing, and probably the last thing we're gonna get into, because Q&A boys are just, ugh.
Shout out to Discord for getting live, but the Q&A fell off now, though.
Damn, Q&A fell off. That's okay. We sacrificed the Q&A.
Make the Q&A great again, man.
So Luka Doncic, God, is out here gallivanting on the court, being fat, tired, getting called out by the fans.
It's basically a video of a woman giving you instructions on how to jerk yourself off. MFs ain't wanna incriminate themselves.
You TTS that, bro. Appreciate it.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to Persian, man.
Wait!
Why couldn't you say that?
I didn't want to, man.
It's crazy.
Personally, I would have said something. I really did not break down the acronyms to jerk off instructions. I never knew that's what the acronym was. I just thought that's what they called the content. Joy content. I knew what the content was. I did not know that JOI was jerk off instructions.
I thought it was for your joy.
I didn't know more. Yeah, Omar, I just didn't know more.
I wish my brothers would educate us. I wish they would, man.
I was on the phone one time and that shit said Joy at the end. Was her name Joy?
I'm about to say, shit.
Nah.
So, but why you didn't say that though?
I'm saying it now. Damn, my bad.
Damn.
All right, I'm gonna start gatekeeping the conversation. I've been gatekeeping the conversation. Let me know.
Name topics, name quotes. Do it.
Yeah, when have I been gatekeeping the conversation? When have I been holding the pod back?
Yeah, I've been holding the pod back, but you definitely gatekeep a lot of conversations.
Like what?
Y'all don't know basketball, bro. Y'all don't watch basketball. I watch basketball. I watch all 5 levels of basketball, from middle school to the NBA. All 30 teams too.
But and I've said that before.
Freaky frog.
Shout out to Vision Man for the $1.
So we being hyperbolic now.
Yep. For the clip.
So I'm feeling petty today. I like this.
I see.
I've been waiting for this day.
You contributed to the conversation though. So how am I gatekeeping? If I would have shut you down, that would have been different.
That's what you wanted to do though. It's cool though.
I felt shut down.
I want Bezos to talk about basketball, man.
Nah, that's cool.
I felt shut down. I really want to talk about Atlanta rappers.
Oh my God.
What did you want to talk about?
That's cool, man.
Oh, okay. All right. Luka Doncic is running around, lazy, fat, and the fans are sick of it. Got called out by a fan at the game last night, and he had some choice words to say about it when Tim McMahon pressed his B star. At that B star.
I know. I saw you. You said about the fan. That was not a true all. That was not the only thing he said. But I knew you would be the first one to point out something like that. So I'm not going to say what he said, but I knew you were going to be the first one to put out something like that. So I just saw it, man. It's just funny. You always seem to be the first one to put some bad stuff about me.
First of all, 99% of the stuff I've written about you has been good.
I don't know.
I was sitting 2 rows behind us.
All right, so it was the only thing that time he said something, the only thing?
That was what you reacted to.
Yeah, I was hearing the whole first half, right? Oh, you didn't hear anything?
It was definitely how I
There we go.
acted.
So you put out something that was just the only thing. But
What was the final straw? What was the issue?
What was the thing it's not the issue. I'm just saying you seem to be the first one to always put something bad about me.
That's
fine. It's all over.
Why did you ask for the fan to be ejected?
Because he was cursing me the whole first half too.
Why didn't you ask for him to be ejected in the first half then?
Because I never would eject a fan. They pay for tickets, but I had enough, It's a little bit of frustration.
you turned your head and looked over at him after he said that. That's what we saw.
Yeah, that's fine. Be the bad guy in the media, right?
So is he saying he didn't do it?
The media.
No.
So what he's referring to is Tim McMahon. What does the teeth thing, Sage? Tim McMahon tweeted out that Luka asked for a fan to be ejected based off of him saying that he looked tired, he was fat, he needed to get on a treadmill. And so that's when Luka looked over and was like, scram. He specifically tweets out, this is the tweet right here. Hold on, I got it pulled up right here. Luka Doncic asked security to eject his Suns fan who was sitting 2 rows behind mid-court press row. The comment the fan made that drew Doncic's wrath: Luka, you're tired. Get your ass on the treadmill. And this is the fan leaving the game. Damn, shut the hell up.
I think it was that Devin Booker jersey. That's what it was.
Now, I don't even necessarily see like him getting kicked out per se.
Like you want to get popcorn.
But so Luka Doncic is now on a press tour, clearing his name up.
Whatever happened in Dallas last night with the Phoenix Suns fan who you wanted out of there? What was the deal there, Luka?
Yeah, I mean, it was the whole game, a little bit, but I was really frustrated. We were losing. I twisted my ankle in the second half, in the first half, it was just a lot of emotions. But yeah, probably shouldn't have done that. So when I'm wrong, I admit it. So probably shouldn't have done that. It was just the whole game going on.
You want me to show you what to do when somebody get on your nerves?
I was gonna ask Chuck.
Go ahead.
Hey, don't hurt this man.
Always trying to beat up my man Chuck. Not too much.
That guy is handsome as fuck. What do we think about this?
This is whack as fuck. This is whack. I don't know if this was Luka. I don't know if this was Luka's idea. I don't know if it was his publicist. I don't know if it was the Mavericks, but whoever had him go on a press run to defend his name on a fan getting ejected, grow the fuck up. Like, what are we talking about right now? When LeBron got the fan kicked out because the person made a comment about his family, the nigga didn't go on a press run on TNT the next day to defend it. When Kyrie Irving got motherfuckers kicked out of the game, when Westbrook get motherfuckers kicked out of the game, they probably address it in the post-game press conference, but they don't go on TV the next day in a church outfit to defend themselves randomly for a 45-second segment. The fuck is this? That's so stupid.
I think Luka calling out the reporter was kind of from my understanding of what happened. I mean, he was just doing his job. If he has a track record of being on his dick, though, I mean, that might be it. But I don't think what he did was anything egregious. It sounded like that's exactly what happened, and he admitted to it. So,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If first of all, I will never say my glorious king did anything wrong.
Facts.
The NBA Chip Skylark. So let's just start there. You are getting a biased opinion. Deal with it. Second, if the reporter's on penis, fuck him. I ain't got to be nice to you this one time. Shit, fuck you. You pissed me off. So, like, if you hated me 5 out of 7 days of the week, just because it's the weekend don't mean I'm going to be nice, boy. I hold grudges. So I'm all for that. And then when it comes to the press run, that's where initially I thought Damo wasn't going to go there. I ain't going to lie. Hey, I kicked you out the game, buddy. And I'll fucking do it again. Like I don't know what to tell you, dog. I don't know why he had to dress up with like the family always feuding and had to explain as to why he kicked Buddy out. I kicked him out. I was mad. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm not Russ. I'm not Russ. I'm not Russ. So get that nigga up out of here. Pack him up. Pack his black ass up. Get his monkey ass out of here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say, let me add to that for the fact of I am pro getting that monkey the fuck out of there. Let me tell you. And no, that guy wasn't black. But yeah, I'm all for it, especially when I see this thing wearing a Devin Booker jersey. Man, if I was Luka, I would have stopped the game right there to tell him to get the fuck out the game. Are you serious? You talking shit and you got the ops jersey on? Go home. Go home. You wasted your money tonight, buddy.
Gave him a nice little YouTube video. That time Luka kicked me out. Bet. There you go. Oh, welcome to TikTok, buddy.
Yeah, Luka will bone you, dog. Like we're not worried about your shit. No cap. Like nobody really gives a fuck about none of that. I don't know. y'all know how I feel about fans, so it is what it is. I am not a proponent of these fans just feeling entitled, feeling like they can say whatever they want to say, feeling like, you know, because I am paying for these tickets, I can do whatever the hell I want to do. I don't even know what he said, but don't even say nothing. Watch your mouth. Just watch your mouth. How about that?
Yeah.
Watch your mouth.
You stink, Luka. Oh shit, you seen me. I ain't gonna lie. Look, every action has a consequence. While if this wasn't Luka, I may potentially even go the route of saying, chill, bro, let my man instigate. Hey man, I've never said you can instigate for free. Look, if Kobe shoot the ball, brick, I ain't gonna lie, that was the one. You're done, buddy. Like the whole arena said it, but hey, you're an example today. You always have the right. It's the same thing that we do, even with chat. Look, sometimes, bro, you're just the wrong motherfucker. You're just the wrong nigga that typed it, bro. Y'all could all disagree with something I say, and I let the first 5 rock. That 6 dude, I ain't gonna let your hold, bro. I ain't gonna let your hold. It is what it is. Now I'm cussing you out. Now I'm going on a tirade or whatever the fuck. It is what it is. So you can type, you can say what you want, but hey, the person that's entertaining you, hey, they have the right to fire back.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of say whatever the fuck you want, but be prepared to deal with the consequences. So, yeah, he said whatever he wanted. Luka, go on the treadmill. Luka said, all right, kick him out. Got kicked out. So,
fuck that guy. I don't know what to say.
I have to do unban requests, man. Damn. I probably got like a month of catalog. Shout out Wig. I hope Wig's still out there. He was like top 10 gifter. Spoiler, though. And they said he stood on business. So.
Armand?
We're going to take one Q&A, and then we're going to get up out of here, literally.
Oh, get him out. See, here we go. Like, I'm packing him up.
My Ravens.
Big block.
Your man. Ravens.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
Sage, I know you see a lot of MVP. I know you see a lot of MVP.
Our MVP.
Where does he rank all time with the ring?
Are you dead ass? Okay. Yes. No. I'm not saying this as a Steelers fan. I promise you I can put the hate aside. Like when it's time to hate, it's time to hate. I promise you. I am putting the hate aside. What? One ring? One ring and we're having all-time talks?
2 MVPs.
Okay.
What you mean okay? What you mean okay?
One ring, 2 MVPs is not top 10, 20 talks. What, huh?
Not top 20?
It is for Giannis.
Probably not. No, the quarterbacks are really good.
15 all-time better. Name 15 all-time better with the ring.
Oh my God. Okay. I cannot believe him.
While he does that, can I answer as a Dolphin fan what I would think of Lamar Jackson with a ring all-time talks? Genuinely speaking, all bias aside, and again, I'm a Dolphin fan, so I have no reason to be biased. He would be in my top 5, hands down. Undoubtedly, he would be in my top 5. I could not think of 5 running backs I would take over Lamar Jackson with a ring and 2 MVPs.
Are you serious?
He would be honestly. Nah, I'm chatting. He's my GOAT. At that point, that skill level, that asset, that ability, and we talking 2 MVP. First of all, I can't even name 2 other running backs that have been MVP with my lack of football knowledge.
God.
But the thing, he has 2 of them and led a team to a championship. Yo, greatest running back of all time. The GOAT. He's on the boat and the GOAT. He's the GOAT on the boat.
I think AP got an MVP.
Yeah, I don't like the standard that you get an MVP your all time, because at that point Cam Newton is top 20, all that stuff. So I don't like the dishonest discourse that's about to happen. Let chat stop. I get it. He's hype, but stop. Just to name some names that this ring wouldn't make him greater than Tom Brady, Dan Marino, Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Joe Montana. I know he ain't the sexiest name, but Big Johnny, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, John Elway. I'm not gonna lie, Steve Young, still not greater. He probably is a better talent. I'm not a huge fan of this guy, but Troy Aikman. I'd say Russell Wilson is still more. I mean, there's many names.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Russell Wilson is more accomplished than him with 1 ring. Yes, he's more accomplished.
Russ has 1 ring.
Oh, Russ has 2. Does Russ not have 2?
Nah, he got the one, and then they lost the
Russ
next
got
year.
one?
They threw the
Thought
pick.
Russ got one. Well, I still think Russ has better passing stats, but that's more close than I thought. I don't know why I thought Russ said too. So fair enough.
The Russ beat Kyrie and Lamar.
I'm one of the. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Russ has two. I mean, Russ has one. I don't know why I thought he had two. I don't know why I thought he had.
So if Lamar gets this one, is he above Russell Wilson?
It's good. It's a good argument.
He's above him right now.
It's a damn good argument. It depends what you value in terms of like the quarterback shit, because I think Russell Wilson still has had at his prime a better arm. I don't think I don't even think you would. I'm about to say I don't even think you would disagree with that. That Russell Wilson in his prime, I know it's easy to bid him now, had a better arm, but at the same time, legs matter nowadays. The boy can run, so it's. I think I still go Russ, but I think he's in that conversation. But that's what I'm saying. He's in that conversation. No, I don't think if Lamar Jackson wins a ring this year that we're talking him, Steve Young, him, Joe Montana, him back home. I think that's very, very fair to say. I think
I'm trolling when I'm saying he's top 10, all of that. I do think he would be top 10 by the end of his career, but kind of biased.
It's
but
potential. Yeah,
that nigga's top 5 right now. What are you talking about?
You said running backs. You're trolling.
That's what he is.
Two is your quarterback, buddy. Two is your quarterback.
Lamar clears prime Russ. Oh yeah, you're 10.
I think a lot of teams are about to adopt.
Oh my god.
I think a lot of teams are about to adopt the system of running 2 running backs like the Ravens. If y'all win, I hope y'all win, because it'll be an exciting NFL if y'all win with a running back.
You're talking about running back, and Tua can't throw for 40 yards. Tua can't throw 40 yards down the field. He might as well be a running back.
You know what's funny? You know what I've learned about Baltimore fans? Y'all niggas don't know how to take a compliment. This is crazy.
No. I'll say
I
this.
give him a compliment, I praise him, and you niggas just get disrespectful and insulting. This is insane.
I'll say this. Baltimore fans.
I don't even want to do this. You're my favorite pod member, but you're not about to disrespect my guy, bro.
Disrespect him? I just said he's my GOAT. How was that?
You said
in what sport? In what sport is calling somebody the GOAT? Disrespect.
You said running back.
Baltimore fans can even be very objective about their team. They just aren't objective about number 8 though. That's the only one. They just lose. Like they properly talk about Mark Andrews. They'll properly talk about Ronnie Stanley. They'll probably talk about what's the fucking coach name? John. They'll probably talk about John Harbaugh. They'll probably talk about Ray Lewis and rightfully argue that he's the GOAT. They'll do a lot of things objectively.
Wait, who's your least favorite pod member?
You, not gonna lie, no disrespect, but you.
JBG with the 100 bits, appreciate you.
Y'all need to stop hating on Lamar passing skills. I promise to God, no one's hating on Lamar's passing skills. There is nothing to look at to say, yeah, he throws better than prime Russell Wilson. It's nothing. No, I'm sorry.
But he peaked time. 2019 Lamar is better than any year of Russell Wilson. And that's a fact.
Nah.
What rush year was better than 2019 Lamar?
But in the postseason, he wasn't like that. In the postseason, he wasn't like that. I can't get it to you. I can't get it to you. I'm about to say.
A whole year matters.
Okay, I'll give you postseason, but
I'm about to say,
I'll give you postseason, but in terms of overall season, I think he had a better year.
You could argue he had a better regular season, but the postseason matters a lot to me. And Lamar is literally the reason why he's getting a boost right now. And I'm saying this as a non-hater because I'm going to hate in the future. I'm going to do it. But right now, the reason Lamar is getting a lot of boost is because the main thing that's hindered Lamar Jackson time in and time out is he's had consistent, like, all right, bro, that's on you in the offs. And people haven't wanted to say that because he has had a shitter fucking receiving core for some years, for sure. But there's also been times in the like the Tennessee game, the nastiest discourse was when people tried to act like that weren't him. Lamar fumbled twice and threw 2 picks. what are we doing? How is that not on the quarterback?
Because two of the picks were drops. Both picks were drops.
What about the 2 fumbles? What about the fumble that was just so both picks were drops. I'll rewatch the film there. He also just missed a couple of easy throws in that game as well. He
100%.
He wasn't that good in that game, but yet that wasn't on him. And then the Chargers game, I know he was a rookie there, but that wasn't there as well. All I'm saying is he's finally started to win games in the postseason. So because of that 1 year, boom. And that's fine. I'm just not a person that jumps the gun like that. I've never been a person that jumps the gun like that. Now, when I seen this nigga Mahomes pull up, do it, and then do it again, and then do it again, I'm like, well, who's in my top 10 now? But
why
you gotta admit.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Why am I your least favorite?
It's nothing that you do specifically. I'd like the rest of the three more. It's nothing that you do specifically.
But like, what do you like about them more?
Well, I found the pod Dual Souls, so I kind of have to have him one. Damo is just, I don't want to say it like that, but he's funnier than you. But I don't want to say it like that. And then Sage is my guy. I don't know what to say. Like,
yeah, just vibes, bro. I like that.
You're a Steelers fan. Even though you're Steelers, that's the only part I don't like. You're a Steelers.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. We're not doing that tonight. I'm too tired and sick for that. We're not doing that tonight.
Mind you, they're gonna say.
You're sick?
Yeah, I've been saying that this whole time.
Mind you, chat. I literally said he's in the Russell Wilson debate, and if you argue Russell Wilson is top 20, then there you go. That's still gonna somehow be seen as hating on Lamar Jackson. You just can't satisfy them niggas unless you say Lamar is number one. It's just so like it's just so cringe and annoying, bro. Because it's like here we are talking about the guy being top 20 all time. Here we are talking about the guy compared to a quarterback that everybody at one point in time fucked with, but now we don't like him because he's washed. So fair enough, he's getting the CP3 treatment, and it's just like you're still a hater. Now, all right, well, I guess one ring and he's better than fucking Peyton Manning and Drew Brees and all these other guys. Go for it, chat. I guess.
Sage.
Damn.
Question for everyone, especially Sage. Did y'all hear about this Vince McMahon allegation?
You late, my boy. Yeah.
This is crazy stuff.
Yeah, you're late.
Yeah, we talked about it. Sage, you can't even call him number one. They still don't like it. I've done it. I just did it, and I got called the biggest hater. You can't call him number one. Calling him the GOAT.
You hating because that's my hate bag. I call him a running back all the time. That's my hate bag.
I don't know.
I thought he was a dual threat.
Nah.
The biggest dual threat I've ever seen.
When I'm slandering,
like a two-way player, right?
When I'm on my Steelers shit and I'm slandering, I call him R.O. Jackson. There ain't no pass in that fucking play. It's just a run or an option to punt. Then the motherfucker ain't passing the ball. It's easy to slander, but I'm actually trying to be objective. And I could even see how he's a top 20 talented quarterback. I think that's honestly probably just there. But in terms of like all-time greatness, damn, that's kind of crazy. Besides Russ deep ball placement, what does he do? Russ was way sad. Yeah. Man, you know what? I'll do y'all a favor. I'm gonna go watch some more Ravens games, even though as a Steelers fan, I'm not one of the Steelers fans that only watch Steelers fans. I watch everybody in my division. I want you to go back and watch the prime Russell Wilson. I'm not saying he's Peyton Manning, but y'all are acting stupid right now. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all are acting dumb.
All right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, another episode type shit. Round of applause.
Oh shit. My bad.
Then it was rivaling Brady in the second half of seasons year after year. I'm sorry, bro. Let me stop, bro. That just started pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas acting stupid. Go ahead.
Peace out. Say goodbye to the people, man.
Peace out, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Shout out to everyone that gifted today, everyone that TTS'd. It was a good pop, man. Oh, Dark Bandit was another 5. Appreciate you, man. Big
Bandit. Yeah, you sent 10. He's Sour Bandit.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Damo, say goodbye to the people.
All right, Chaz, being my favorite midnight snack, and we will be back tomorrow. I'm streaming. I'm gonna do some reaction content. Haven't done that in a minute. My game a little bit. Gonna be on Pals tonight, on the Power World tonight. Sorry, everybody from my stream. Our world got glitched. I gotta.
That's been happening, bro.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
Did the one we were in got glitched?
Nah, we good.
Yeah, so I gotta make a new world. I don't know if I'm gonna just invite a bunch of niggas to my private world or make a new one. We'll decide that on Twitch. But I'm gonna be on my shit tonight. So anybody in the Discord, if you on the Power World, need a world to join, want to have some fun, I'll be on that bitch tonight. Yeah.
You're addicted.
Say goodbye to the people, man.
All right, people. Can we continue this Lamar talk on Discord? We can continue it on the TSO Sage stream. I'm literally gonna go eat. We're gonna talk anime a little bit because we gotta get the anime debates 30 minutes in. We're also gonna talk football for a little bit because it's actually a contentious topic. Turn on the noties. I'm gonna be there soon. There's no raid because I'm gonna go downstairs, make me a little dinner real quick. But we'll talk football there. I don't want to talk y'all heads off here. I'm the only guy that was really passionate about it on here. But all I'm saying is, y'all, man, we are playing pretend. I'm not asking to overrate somebody, but don't play pretend. Have honest discourse. But it's always been like this in football. When it's quarterback, it goes to NBA. But outside of that, we're on the road to the top. So follow the TikTok. Nasty, but I'm nasty. I've never said I was clean. I'm nasty. Go ahead, follow the talk, man. Trying to go up on there.
Not better than Ruby Rose, huh? All right.
Not too much.
Bye, guys. Bye.